Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Liberia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Monrovia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Africa. Just put your spoon on. Put your spoon you want. If the children crying for salvation, just put your spoon. You want to get a new start, remember to your spoon. You want to know what is happening moreover to your spoon. Politicians want to make their decision just to your spoon. You want to know what happening in the ministry to your spoon. Yeah, to your spoon. Yeah, to your spoon. You provoke them up, bury them to the spoon. Yeah, to the spoon. If you keep on breaking it, my brother, to the spoon. You got a spoon, you got a spoon ready to the spoon. Yeah, to the spoon. Yeah, Rastafari. What I want? This one you got to know. This one you got to know. Listen.
It's always a great time, a wonderful one, welcoming all of you here every single time on Liberia's number one program on radio and online. Of course, the program Spoon Talk is here live on Spoon 107.5 FM, Fabric 101.1 FM. We're live on Super 95.5 FM as well, and also on the different online platforms. We want to say welcome to the show tonight. Interestingly, the last edition of the Spoon Talk. Get glued to your radio, invite your friends. Let's have a great show here tonight. My name is Nelson Colette. Of course, Dr. Richardson is already here. I see James Udeflomo is wearing jeans, and he has joined us as well. Let me say, welcome to you, James, and welcome to Dr.
Sure,
Richardson.
come out. I think that internet. Yeah, go ahead. I said she will come out on maybe that internet.
Oh yeah, we just lost Dr. Richardson. We lost connection with her. Yeah.
Let's see if I can get her back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, the struggle continues over here.
Where are you? You in Liberia?
I'm ecotourism.
Ecotourism.
Okay, you got it. You hear me, right, James? I'm being an ecotourist.
All right.
So how you doing?
Yeah, great. LIB is moving on, and we're glad to be here again.
Yeah, we managing. At least things getting better. Just about a few hours from now, we're going to be flipping the page around to another year, and we made it. We made it to this point, and by God's willing, the next 3-4 hours, we're gonna make it to 2023.
Yes. what a great moment in time to be reflective on all of your experiences, the good, the bad, the ugly. You're just gonna chuck them all into one bag and keep on stepping and be
Yeah.
true to yourself. That's kind of what what this year is about. I don't make any New Year's resolution simply because things change. I'm not a static person. I'm just very dynamic. So, but I wish all of those who have made New Year resolutions well, that they're that as they go along in the year, that they should accomplish whatever their endeavors. So,
Yeah,
whatever
I
they
hope
put
we
their
were
heart to.
successful.
Yeah. So,
Lots of resolutions
Nelson,
will be made tonight.
yeah,
Yeah.
this is the
Me,
time most people do that.
my resolution is always in me. I don't force it out because I believe that anything can happen at any time and that resolution can change. Yeah.
What money you
What
not
about
so?
you?
Yeah, I can't pin down and this. I already know what I something, so I can't. Yeah,
Well,
Uh,
but
but
but what money you so?
yeah.
so that because God money, you
What
give me
money?
resolution. Yeah. No, no. So
But the
what I'm
resolution,
getting
I
to James, what
the
I'm getting
resolution is
to,
not in Gene.
Huh?
The resolution is in God's hand.
oh
God,
yeah.
guy is taking care of it.
So it's like James
Yes.
makes resolutions, but he doesn't write them down. Is that it, James?
I'm saying I'm not one of those who you will hear every day. My New Year resolution is I want to get married. I want to buy the car. I pass it all around. I want to build mansion. I will marry my future wife. So far, no, 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 no.
Oh,
I
you need to
mean,
wait.
I can
You
do
need to
The
that
wait.
best
planning
part,
if I have this lady, I say, okay, I'm gonna marry you. Who knows? Before I know you're gonna love to another person, or I'm gonna walk away from you. So I just give all to God and allow Him to flow. Anytime I can take the lead. Yeah.
look at you and say, I will allow God, I allow him to flow. That you don't want to allow God to flow. Amen. Yeah.
I just allow God to
Say,
decide. He just go ahead.
yeah. So God will allow himself to allow to flow in your life. Yeah.
Yeah, they all want to say
The
I'm a
most
cheater.
interesting part, I will admit, a lot of times for excuse me, uh, the most important part I will admit is that, especially for women, is we usually talk about how we're going to lose weight and we're going to go to the gym and we're going to exercise.
Oh
That's
yeah.
one of the
Body
number
cool.
one resolution for many women, but I ain't worried about that.
And
At
I
least you
think
don't
that
be worried about
is part of my 2023 plan. I hope.
Why you want to do? You want to go to gym?
but that means stay in Europe. The way you see how he's not changing us a little bit,
I
you
tell
better be
you,
active in that place there.
no, I gotta start by before my birthday. Before my birthday, I have to start. I have to take my gym business serious.
Yeah,
In six
because
months from now, everything's gonna be changed. Everything's gonna be different.
Nelson, when you
I have a
continue to
friend.
eat processed burgers
I have a
Yeah.
friend who
and
is
chicken,
always on
that
my
stuff
back.
there.
She's this gym friend, and so every day she's on my back. So I'm getting ready for next year. I hope I will make it.
You'll make it. Just you'll make it. Don't put too much pressure, but you'll make
Okay.
it. Somebody said James won't get married.
You that
Yeah,
president.
they made talking about marriage too much to this. So it's like something.
You that president. They know what they want.
So Nelson, how's Monrovia?
Oh yeah. The place is going good. I think so far everything is there's not much of a tension right now in the country. Just the other day it was about the dedication of a hospital, and people in that part of the country were celebrating. And yes, yesterday was the Costa thing, and people were out there from the onset. There was this discussion about who the man came from hero to zero, but at the end of the day, the crowd, the place got a bit crowded, and yeah, so it's all about the politics. A lot of people have high expectations for 2023 as we gear up for this great year when Liberians will be going to make decisions as to who become their leaders at different levels, whether at the level of the presidency, vice presidency, and representatives, senators, and so forth. And I think even the leaders, whether current lawmakers or those aspiring to become one, they all putting their houses in order as well, so as to be in a better position where the people can buy their messages and have them elected. So yeah, but everything is going good so far. Yeah.
That's good. Thank you so much. I was a bit distracted when you were talking, but thank you. So good day. You have to anything to share to anything to add?
Nothing much. Yesterday, I'm told you were traveling back home. Yesterday, the show had two important portions. They they came up with the lawmaker, that is the representative of the year, Deputy Speaker Fanati Kofa. And I don't want to run my mouth. You are also a serious decision maker. You along with Ben, you guys are decision makers tonight. They were unable to come up with the senator of the year because there was a tie. So they believed that you and Ben would break the tie. Either you or Ben, one person will break the tie, or the both of you will come and vote. So today or tonight, that will be finalized. Three went for Senator Dillon, three went for Senator Joseph. So I don't know. I don't want to talk anything. I'll tell you vote. I just say something. You are very important, and they are expected also to continue with the
Did they
ministers.
ask you for your vote too?
No,
Did they ask you
hey,
for your vote?
they asked me. They asked me it was spoiling. They didn't call me there. They asked me it was
Nelson, did
spoiled.
they ask you for your vote too?
No, I wasn't on last evening.
It's only about
Oh yes.
you.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's only
okay.
about you, the producers.
Yeah.
That is the
No, the
presenter, the
panelists.
panelist. It's
Yeah,
about
yeah,
you, the
it's
We'll see.
panelist.
Well,
And
we'll see how it
very
goes
careful.
tonight.
Yeah. And another one, Costa uh, proof ANC folks wrong. They were everywhere on the internet yesterday. Everywhere that Costa.
Say that again. Josh, say that again. A good day. What did
I
you say?
just said Costa proof ANC folks wrong. ANC supporters and some part of CDC's
Mm-hmm.
supporters. He proved them wrong. At first, when Costa arrived in Monrovia, he slept at the airport. In the morning, he spoke to us, and we saw many portion of his supporters where he said, I think four wise men carry message. That one, but ANC supporters were happy that Costa, who said Cummins is unpopular, was unable to pull crowd. Cummins' crowd was more than Costa, but in about 2 3 hours he took over. Yeah, Kafigo, how are you?
How are you today?
What happened? Is James? James, you finished?
I finished it.
Oh, okay. All right. In other news, welcome, Honorable Kev. How are you?
You're in Liberia, right?
Huh?
You're in Liberia, right?
Are we stuck?
No, I can hear you.
No, I didn't. I didn't hear you. What you said? What did you say?
No, I see you in Liberia, right?
For security reason, I cannot disclose where I am,
Yeah. You
and
know,
I won't get. And I get answer.
yeah, but you're looking good in Liberia. Wow, good country, very good country.
Of course, our country are on the Western barrier, so Liberia is the best. Is the best. Mhm. Let's
I'm
welcome
glad
our.
I didn't get
Mhm,
to
go
hear
ahead.
that.
You said what?
I said I'm glad to hear that Liberia is the best and safe.
I don't know about all of that one there, but let me just welcome all of our guests. uh, obviously today is New Year's Eve. We'll be turning the clock very soon, turning a new page. I just want to welcome all of you. I'm just going to call your names because I enjoy doing this. I think it is because of you that we are here, and I want to continue on this political journey with you as the leave unfold into a new year. Thank you for being here, all of our viewers, our listeners. We appreciate you as always. I'd like to welcome Ciara Thompson. Ciara, how are you? I'd like to welcome Jill Alvin. I'd like to welcome Gaula King. He said, good day, Richardson, come and clash. No, no, we passed that stage. Now, my son, um, D. Lincoln is here. Hi, D. Lincoln, how are you? Uncle Pete is here. He stopped by. Aruna Kamara is here. Hi, Aruna. Anna Kamara is here. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to see over here. And I'll tell you why later. Rock Turley Voka is here. David Sigby is here. Wilson Pay is here. How you doing? Burnett K. Barford is here as well. Dave Collins, want to tell you thank you for being here. Paul, Gloria, Voka Mulba is here. Jusu Tajani is here. He said, hello, school family. Alex Y. Hopkins is also here. Carolyn Taylor is watching. Marjorie, hi Marjorie. Marjorie says that she has to see my living body. Marjorie, ready like bro, but she gotta see my living body. Of course, sis, we're gonna connect. Barnett K. Barford is here from Iowa, I believe he's watching from Desmond, Iowa. Prince Pempe is here. Sunny Kamaka is here from Cambodia. That's a new one. I've never really heard anybody watching from Cambodia before. Kalu Fisa is here. She says Happy New Year to the team. Happy New Year. Ibrahim Kola is here. Murphy Edmond is watching. Karim S. Saka is also watching. Phoenicia's Mulba is watching. Henson Tamba is watching. Chris Vinny Gama is watching from North Carolina. Welcome to the show. Anthony Padma is also watching from Liberia. Welcome to the show. Michael Yima is watching from Georgia, Tusa Field, New Georgia, but you're not ready to say New Georgia, Tusa Field. There's something Liberian, just kind of just automatically kind of become a Liberian. You adopt everything, Will Mas Fakwa is here. Ma Mata's son is watching us. Julius Casibo is watching us. Perry Ajivan is here. Rich Gross is here. Khan Adolphus is watching. Orso Flanio is watching from Florida. Bishop Rudy King is watching us. Hello, good day, I believe he said. Robert Cooper is watching. Libby Tisu Harris is watching. Ma Mata's son is also watching from Waterloo, Iowa. Indomitable Ruben is watching from Sesto City. Dorothy Harvey is also watching Liberian Kamara. So I think we'll stop here and then we'll go on to you, Kef Hassan. Any thoughts, any comments, anything you'd like to add? How's your day? How's your New Year Eve going?
Well, my New Year Eve, we hear us one. You guys will
Kef,
have.
somehow you just breaking in. Coming to
Oh, you guys can hear me. Just that to.
now I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's the cold and
You got okay. I hope you're drinking some ginger tea.
yeah, the ginger tea mixed it up with something, So what is it? You know what I'm mixing it up with? Well,
I
you can
hear
hear
you,
me.
Kef.
But Nelson and Good Day, you guys hear me clear, right?
Yeah, very loud and clear. You're okay. You're clear.
You are very, very
Okay.
clear.
Maybe it's
You are clear.
Maybe.
maybe it's me. I'm not sure.
Well, maybe tell your political leader to upgrade this internet.
My political leader is supposed to upgrade. That who's supposed to be running the country on autopilot?
Yeah, okay, but you sitting right there. If you
Welcome
don't
here,
upgrade,
Santa. How are you? Santa, welcome. How are you doing? I'm going to circle back to you.
No, you go ahead. You do your show. Happy New Year to you.
Oh.
That's Richard saying your internet is not good. That's the problem. But,
Yes, it's not good at all.
yeah, but thank you
for
trying to.
If you are in a hotel, open the window a little bit.
So you want to tell
open
which
the window?
hotel she in?
Yeah, wherever you are, just open the window a bit. Let fresh air enter. It will help.
So you in the
I
hotel.
got a fan. Oh, yes, let me open it. Yeah, hold
Forget
on.
about the fan. Just open the window. Anywhere you are, just open the window a bit.
All right, she will come back. Let you go open the window. Change it back again.
No, but something can happen.
Kev, how you doing, Kev?
not bad, hanging in there. Yeah.
Happy New Year to Philip Passois. Yeah. Trip's good there. What's going on, man?
We patiently are waiting 2023. Everything is okay.
It's here. I listen, I'm so glad that 2023 is here. Election year. Everything is about election. Nancy Kula. How you doing?
Yes, sir. God money all
day, every day. 2023 is here. You cannot hide it now. You cannot listen. 2023 is here so badly. We just can't wait for October 10th. I want everybody to just look at the 2023. Look on your cell phone, as a matter of fact, and just set that day, October 10th. I put a reminder to October 10th. If you have your cell phone, right, Philip, that's why. If you have a cell phone, just put a reminder, October 10th, put a reminder on your cell phone. Philip Bala, take your cell phone, October 10th, 2023. It's election day in Liberia. October 10th, 2023. I don't know what's going on with Nelson Colette or James Goulet, and we're hearing no feedback. Somebody working from your end?
It's from me. No, the people, that's how they get prepared for New Year. They're setting up for New Year.
Oh, okay.
That's my neighborhood.
You get neighborhood in the poor country now? That's my neighborhood.
So let me read
myself. But if you have your smartphone, not the pen cell phone, your smartphone, please, just go ahead and set the date. October 10th, set a reminder, 2023. All right, listen, guys. October 10th, 2023, set a reminder. Solo G, don't say nothing extra. This election is about your life, the life of your family. It's very, very important. Set that date. So don't say nothing special. All right, just set the date. Set the date. We are telling you, everybody must go out and vote. Vote because your life depends on it. Your 6 years depend on it. The life of your children depends on it. The life of your family member, your father, your grandfather, your mother, your grandmother. This election is very, very, very important. This election, you must get your mind, your body, your soul prepared to go and vote October 10, 2023. We're so happy that God, in His grace, and only by His grace, will usher us into the brand new year. What the devil prepared and planned for us, God have allowed us to overcome, and we will win. We will be in a brand new year. Imagine what you went through this year, the ups and downs. God has set our mind, and we're looking up to the hills. Where come our help? Our help cometh from the Lord. Make no mistake, whether you're opposition or in position, set your reminder for October 10. You must vote. Under the rain, the sun, you must vote. You're walking, you're crying, you must vote. Even if you're on your hospital bed, we'll send a driver to pick you up and take you to the Bible station for you to vote. So you must first of all register to vote by March, starting March. You will register to vote. Make no mistake. If you're in the United States, find a way to go to Liberia to vote. If there's no way in which you can vote from the United States, we're encouraging every one of you, get your mindset, get ready. This election will prepare the way for us all. In position, out position, no position, you must vote. Senators, representative, president, vice president, you must vote. As we close the year 2022, there will be no 2022 again. Entering a brand new year, I want to encourage every one of you. It's been a long journey, but God has spared our life. Some folks like us, some folks hate us. It is why it is. But above all else, the grace of God remains strong in our life. So we encourage you, please, October 10, 2023, we encourage you to go and vote. It will be rough. It will be very, very rough. Glendy, the only Dr. Richardson you see on this show, you see Kev Hassan, the only Dr. Richardson you're speaking to. Glendy got problem. So we just want to encourage every one of you. Let's sit down and chill. We'll share the link. Come on and make
Hi,
the
Glendy.
case.
How are you?
Yeah, only you should see on the show. Above all else, the people for the battle. Above all else, the people of Liberia. As you prepare to go to church today, think about Liberia. Pray for a successful 2023. Some of you are going to church. I will be going to church. I know Kev's going to stay home and he's going to drink his blue moon. But I'm going to go to church. We're going to go praise the Lord for a successful 2022. And we'll say, Lord, here we are. Guide our footsteps, our minds, our thoughts as we enter 2023. We encourage every one of you. If you can go to church, go to church. And just go and be grateful to God. If you were your family, love them, hug them, call them, wish them well. If you're not with your family, just take the phone, call them, talk to all of them. Your brothers, your sisters, your mother, your father, your loved ones, call them and wish them well. We don't know what the year is going to bring, my people. But one thing we show, there's a God we can depend on. One thing we show off, there's a God we can hold on to. So I greet all of you with the greetings of the Lord, and I wish every one of you well. As we dive into this conversation tonight, we will share the link, and I hope you can just come up and give your Happy New Year, Monoba, that the people can say. Like New Time used to say, Happy New Year, Monoba. Oh. But just come and wish somebody a Happy New Year. Come and wish your loved ones a Happy New Year. Join the conversation. You want to tap into politics, it's okay. If you just want to come and say something, come and say something. You know, and this, we all, that the riches in your fan is blowing too high in our microphone. Thank you. You got something playing back too. But Kefigo, here we are, my man. Happy New Year, Monobai, Kev.
Yeah, thank God that, we're here, we're going to 2023. It's going to be a great year, election year. It's going to get tough. It's going to get rough. People are going to get upset. People are going to go different. But hey, I believe that everybody wants the best for Liberia in a different direction. But we know from our end, our direction is the best because we have proven it to the Liberian people. So it's gonna get tough. It's gonna get rough. If you think I was rough in 2022, I will be on steroid in 2023 because I want to win. So if you can't stand me in 2022, you will not stand me in 2023. We will see in 2024 it will break bread. But I want to win. I want to win, and I will win. We will win because the Liberian people is on our side.
Dr. Richardson, the Liberian people kept say on their side. On the side, kept say the Liberian people is on our side, his side. Talk to us, Dr. Richardson.
So I like to start by saying two things. First of all, Happy New Year, Winadao. So to everybody, Happy New Year, Winadao. And the second thing is that my third daughter's birthday is today. I want to wish you a very, very happy birthday, third daughter. Mommy's not there, but I'm sure daddy is taking care of all that he needs to do. We already talked about that. I'm sure he's going to show you this clip as well. So love you, love you, love you a lot. It is up to the Liberian people to decide um, their pathway that they want to take. I think you started the show by saying, this is a life do or die election that is coming up. And the Liberian people will be the best people to tell us what is it that they want for their life. If they want what they have, which is a responsible government, a government that is not serving the needs of the people, then they can continue to vote for it. This is how I see it. If they want a government that will have a social contract with the Liberian people, that will speak credibly and speak in a way that that is sound-minded, that they're developing good healthcare system, not just I'm just building something for you, but something that will be more into having a strategy, a resolution, saying, okay, I have a healthcare plan for all Liberians. Even if you're paying $30 a month from your paycheck, we know that they're taking money. If he's going to come on, we know that he disclosed to us that the government was taking money from people's paycheck not long ago. And if a responsible government speaks about how they can take that money and work it out into healthcare for all the Liberian people, that'd be great. Education, infrastructure, again, something that is sustainable, long lasting. I usually go to Rousport when I'm in Liberia, and the roads in Rousport, believe it or not, those roads have been there before I was born. And if we can build, that's what I call sustainability. those roads were not being highly maintained, although they were not highly used because Rouseburg is a small town. But that is what I call sustainability. So if you can have the economy that is stable, we can't have a seesaw economy. Like if the budget just came out, we're shooting for $800 million, and then we're back to $700 million. So some stability. That's all I talk. Not autopilot stability. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about stability. So I will be quiet and then let the show move on.
Is this the new year? Is this how we enter in the new year? You coming swinging on Kev? I thought we should be peaceful today. Kev, I almost say autopilot again. But I should say this though. I will need a conversation with you guys and the Liberian people will hear you out today. Like we were discussing yesterday, it's a lot to discuss about. We spoke about bombing, the Western Cluster. Edwin Snow was on the show. A lot of folks disagree with Edwin Snow. The Western Cluster is something that people just kind of discourage. But people from bombing, Kipma, Bapodu, they will speak. They will speak. A lot of stuff going on. 5 million United States dollars. Where is it? Almost 3 months. Folks have not gotten the money. We enter in a brand new year. Kev, I like what you said though. Some people will always be mad, and some people will be glad. But one thing I know, and I like this seriously, when it says starting all over again, it's going to be rough. But you know why? I know we're going to make it. I know Liberians will make it. Starting all over again, it's going to be rough. But we're going to make it somehow. Liberians are very, very strong. We can position ourselves, and we are a survivor. The Civil War didn't close the country down, didn't wipe Liberia out of the map. April 6, 1992, October auto pause, and all the different World War I, World War II, under Liberia civil conflict, it didn't remove Liberia out of the map. We are resolved. God is by our side. We will remain strong. Through it all, we will survive because we are survivors. Every Liberians listening to me tonight, I said thank you. Thank you for holding on. Some way, somehow, you had on. Whether there was food or no food, you had on. Some way, somehow, when there was everything seemed to be dark, you found the light. God is by your side. The Lord that ushering us into 2023 will make a way where there is no way. Keep fighting. Keep being strong. Politicians may fail you though. Kev from CDC, Dr. Richardson from CPP. But I would say politician may fail you, but God will never ever fail you. He will guide your footsteps. He will see you through. Senator can fail you, representative can fail you, president can fail you, political leader can fail you, vice president will fail you, but God will see you through because he have done it before and he will do it again. Believe me, God took you from a tour to pause. The heat of the war, he protected you. God guided you through. World War I, when it was rough, World War II, during Liberia dark days, you are a survivor. But God is the God of yesterday, today, and forever. He changes not, and he will never fail you. Be strong. Not the bag of rice they gave you, not the $10 they gave you, but that grace that surpasses all understanding, the peace that only God can give you, will see you through. Be strong. Well, we're not going to talk the everyday politics today and say, you know why, vote for this. But Kev can do that. Dr. Richardson can do that. But I'm here to tell you the God that taking you into the brand new year, the God will help deliver Liberia. The God will help build Liberia. There will be that time in life that you will walk on the street of Broad Street and say, wow, I never thought it would happen in my lifetime. There will be the time in life that you will enter the university and at a high school. And guess what? You will have everything you will need for a better education. So sometimes we become so frustrated. We go so crazy because of what is happening. But God, in the cool of the evening, you remember the cool of the evening, when everything is quiet and calm, and you hear that inner voice to give you hope and encourage you, and say, hold on, just for a little more, just a little more, just hold on, even for a minute, because I am God that stay on the throne. I will never leave you nor forsake you. I will be with Liberia every day, even to the end of the time. But let me bring you my brother Kev. I will leave this one between Kev and Dr. Richardson today, because I just want to encourage you. Listen, I just here to encourage you today. The beauty of the conversation today, I see Bishop Peabody coming on, so I will pause. But the beauty of the conversation today, never lose hope. Never give up. It's not all lost. Oh, you insulted me. Oh, you caused me to lose my job. Oh, you fired me. I can't make it no more, Stanton. It's hard. My daughter is sick. My father is in the hospital. I just lost my mom. Things are so hard in this country. There is no way. But brothers and sisters, I come to tell you tonight, there is a way, because you got life. There is a way because the sun is up. There is always a way because there's a God that sits on the throne and he's protecting you. It may be rough today, but guess what happened? He got you. He got the whole world in his hand. He got you, he got me in his hand. He got Dr. Richardson, he got, oh my God, Kev Hassan in his hand. He got the whole world. Just look around you. I end with this story. There's a man that said, I will eat this one last banana and die. He clapped on this tree. Guess what happened? He peeled the banana gently. He said, I will just eat it. This is my last meal, my last supper, and I would just die. There was no hope. No other way. He looked left, nothing. He said, I would die because it's crazy. No school fee. I cannot pay the hospital bill. I cannot find my way out. Nobody can help me. I would eat this one banana. I would climb high in the tree and just throw myself down, and I died. But one thing he forgot, after he peeled the banana off, Dr. Richardson, he took the first part. The peeling of the banana fell on the ground. And somebody at the bottom of the tree picked that peeling off and began to eat the trash that touched the ground. Then he realized, wow, it looked like there's hope for me. It looked like my life is even more better than other people out there. He came down the tree and he said, there's a goal. It's hard, my people, but your life is better than someone else's life. So don't give up. So don't give up. Never give up. Liberia will be good. Liberia will be better. By fire, by force, Liberia must be good. And 2023 will be a defining moment for our country. 2023 would be the time you will sit and you will shed tears. And 2024 inauguration day, you will sit in your home and you will cry. Because that will be the new day. There will be the new season. There will be the new beginning for Liberia. I believe it. Do you? Kev Hassan, you go first.
What you just said, great. inspiring. I like it. I love it. What you just said. I really do. What you just said will be a defining moment in our history. We have two sides. One side is bringing you hope. It bringing you hope. The other side is telling you it's a doomsday. The reason I like what you said, Liberia will. But you see, um, when you have two sides, you get the opposition and you get the government side. One side is telling you there's light at the end of the tunnel. One side is telling you that we fought a 14 years war. We destroy our country. Let's come together and build it. I think Zach and Jiva had a song like that. I think we should play that song. Let's come together and build our country. The other side saying, no, we will not join you. Liberia is finished. The Liberian people don't have the mindset to make informed decision. They discredit our people on this platform. The key member of the opposition saying the Liberian people they don't have that mindset. They are not intelligent enough to make informed decision. Why the other side say, I bring you hope. The other side say, the government side, the side of John Monrovia say, if you want to debate, don't scare the people. Let's talk the issue. Let's go from healthcare to education to construction to the economy. Let's talk about it. Don't come with story. Don't put fear in the people. That's why I love what you say. Liberia will prosper. Let's come. This year, I challenge my opposition friends. Let's debate the issue. Stop all these little things. I don't want to hear, oh, you wake up in the morning, you play. If you cannot tell me, Stanton Waterspoon, if you cannot tell me anything you can do better than the Emirate Hospital, you don't need to debate the issue. You don't need to run. Tell the Liberian people what can you do better than what we get right now. Tell the Liberian people I saw one of our journalists, Mr. Raw, Emmanuel, on the Lofa Highway. He said, I'm on the Lofa Highway, look at the tire. Tell me what can you do? Oh, you can put overhead bridge? Say it. See you, this is serious. 2023, we're going towards the election, defining moment. Our people, don't tell me that Joe will wake up in the morning, he drink coffee. What can you do to make the life different from George Monrovia? My sister, Dr. Francis, here on this panel, can she say what the opposition black can do better than what we have? Let's talk about the issue. Don't tell me what George Monrovia playing football at the park or wake up in the morning. The achievement of this president, let's debate it and tell me you can do better. Tell me you can do better. If you cannot tell me you can do better, then we're wasting our time on the argument because the Liberian people have suffered too long. They suffer too long under the same idea from people who thought they could use any means necessary to gain power. But now the Liberian people, they are there sitting. See you, they're there. They listen to us. They in their tie shop listen to us. They want to know, can you do better than what the president doing? Let's speak about what can you do better. They keep saying, oh, this person did, John Monrovia had this. I'm sending this to the opposition. Let's talk about the issue. Let's talk about the issue. Let's debate the issue. Don't come and tell me that the first time in Liberia, you hear that if Christmas fall on Sunday, then Monday, that job we have make Monday a holiday. Oh yeah, since we were small, we know it happened. Don't come and tell us story. When you say you're going to make you're going to raise our budget to 1 billion, CEO, tell us how. Tell us how. Don't tell me, CEO, that you have a school and the school is not for you. Don't tell me that. Don't say you good in education, you have a school not for you. I want you to tell me, what can you do differently? And if you cannot say it, I'm sorry. You will hear from some of us, and we'll push it to you, straight to you. You will have to tell us by force. Tell me, what can you do better than the Emirates or 14 Military Hospital? I just think we'll help here. Then we can go on and on. Tell me, what can you do better than that first? I rest.
Thank you, Kev Ahmed Hassan. Dr. Peabody, we want to say welcome. Happy New Year as we get ready to go to church. It's good to have you on the show. Before we go to that Richardson, who will respond to Kev calmly, I believe. If not, let's hear you, Dr. Peabody.
It's good to see everybody the final day in the year 2022. It's good to see you, CEO. Good to see Dr. Richardson in Liberia, and good to see Kev as well. Happy New Year, everybody. I think it's been a year of good and bad and bittersweet and all of that. I'm not getting into the political hullabaloo that Kev has started here tonight, but we can see, and I believe in a democratic style of leadership. I believe giving people the opportunity to make decisions for themselves. I believe in the people being the owner of the land, and the Liberian people have gone 364 days or 300, almost 65 days. They have seen their condition. Has it changed? I think it's better off today. Are they able to meet the needs of the children, the well-being of the children needs being met? Are they able to did they get the healing and the answer for most of their questions they had this year? It's left with them. Next year, this time, we'll be talking about a new president of Liberia. We'll be talking about a new leader who will be leading us and talking about the inauguration and all of that. But my question is to the Liberian people, the ball is in your hand. Are you better off today? Did you get answer to some of the crimes that took place? Can you say that you have one meal a day to eat? What happened to 3 young people that the parents are still struggling to know what the magic behind the children disappearing? Are they getting the answer? Liberia saver today. Unemployment. We got over 20,000 students graduating from college. Is there any opportunity? Is there any future? Some of the parents sell food and sell in the market to support them through college. I wonder the children having the opportunity to go to school, opportunity to have a job. If it's not, you know me, or I don't know you, you can't get a job, even though I'm qualified. Do we have
what we need? All that question goes to the Liberian people. Do we have corruption? Why is the Americans still wanting us and coming up with all kinds of stuff? Are we better off today? That question is for the Liberian people. If the Liberian people tell me no, then you have the chance. If they say yes, then you have the chance also to vote for somebody who will lead you, who will change your life forever, who will make the difference in your life. That's the question for the Liberian people. And as we go through a new year, hopefully there's a God that is still out there that is watching down on us. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Peabody. It's good as always. Let's bring in the Honorable Eugene Lamin Fagon. My brother, welcome again. Good to see you.
Thank you, Stanton, and thank you, my fellow panelists. And let me say to Dr. Francine, you're sharp tonight. I don't need to ask you the occasion. I know it's wash night, and after that, Happy New Year, Minanda starts going on. So you look really, really sharp tonight, and it tells me that Liberia is safe. Anyways, Dr. Peabody, it's good to see you. Kef Hassan, it's an honor to be with you. I hope I get just half of what Kef got in terms of the minutes. I only intend to take 5 of Kef 12 minutes, just 5 minutes. In 2005, Kef, the CDC asked the Liberian people to hope for change, meaning they should hope to get change. They tried. But we all know what happened. They failed because they didn't think the CDC was ready. In 2011, they told the Liberian people, their people, to hope for that same change. And those people said, we'll stand with you. We'll hope for that change. But they saw the hopelessness in the eyes of the people. They saw that the people were dwindling. Everything about the people seemed to be such that they didn't even know if they belonged to Liberia at the time. Then in 2017, after 12 years, the CDC asked the Liberian people, this time not to hope for the change, because they were increasingly becoming hopeless. But they asked the Liberian people to change for hope, meaning what you did in 2005, what you did in 2011, giving these people the votes, not listening to us. We don't want you to hope for change. We want you to change for hope. We will give you hope. And one of the talisman they hired to do that job was me. I did my job. I asked the Liberian people to change from 2005, from 2011, and embrace 2017. And this time they should change for hope. Let me say to you, Kev, you keep asking the question tonight. What can you guys do differently? What can the opposition do differently? But Kev, those people had suffered for 12 years. Let me ask your conscience tonight. Have they suffered too for the last 6 years? Many of them have not gotten jobs. Nobody knows them anymore. The little money they made was cut in half. Their taxes were raised. Not only were their salaries cut, Not only were the taxes raised, but the prices of the basic commodities that they're supposed to have were also raised. The government was turned over to the wealthiest and the well-connected. The people were left to struggle and suffer. Can you examine your own conscience today and say the vote that those people took to change for hope, are they hopeful or hopeless? Where are the jobs? What happened to the salaries they made? Why are their taxes increased? Why is bag of rice no longer 13, 14, 15? It's now 20. Why is gasoline globally reducing, but in Liberia it's increasing? Kefasan, examine your conscience again. I was there when over 20 doctors were sent to specialize and return to the country. I was also there to watch hospitals being built. But would those hospitals be affordable and accessible? What good are the hospitals if the patients' salaries have been cut in half and they cannot buy paracetamol or aspirin? What good is the hospital? What good is a hungry man when he cannot afford a bag of rice? How would you cut a man's money and raise his taxes? How would you cut a man's salary because you want to increase the budget? But yet, while increasing the budget, you increase his taxes. By increasing taxes, you are able to get the revenue, but you forget that you cut those people monies. Let me say, we're going into 2023, my friend. The Liberian people will not be taken for granted. Build the roads, build the hospitals, declare colleges and public universities free. But they will be useless, because if you cannot prepare a man from ABC to 12th grade, do not expect him to go to college. If you cannot pay for a child to learn ABC, why are you waiting for him in college? I thought college was supposed to be for young adults and adults. I thought you were supposed to take care of children first and let the adults fend for themselves. What good is the beauty of a country if you're not safe to walk at 11 o'clock? My friend, today I face you and ask you to ask yourself and examine your conscience. My friend, look at Western Cluster. $100 million was used. The people of Bumi did not get a cent. Edwin Snow was then a representative in the legislature. For God in heaven's sake. He's now the personal friend of the president. But he took the Lands and Mines Minister to South Africa to broker a deal when the Western Cluster was indebted to my country at the tune of $24 million. They reduced it to 10, my friend, but they only gave 1.5 million. You heard him. I'm quoting him. What does the people of Bumi benefit? When in your agreement, the Western Cluster agreed to pave the road from St. Paul Bridge to the Freeport for political gains. How does that benefit the people of Bumi, whose mineral is being exploited? We don't want to go on and on. We have not started, Kev. We're not going into 2023 telling us about hospitals and clinics that our people will not be able to afford to attend, telling us about rice that was sold under the Ellen government at 13.14 to be 25, telling us about gasoline that was 3.50 is now 5.20. We're not advancing into 2023 with the usual bluff. It has to be the change. Either we get the change or we take the hope. It's your choice to make. Tell your government and party the Liberian people are resolved.
Thank you.
Last but not the least, in my next 30 seconds.
No, 10 seconds. 10 seconds. We got to go to that too,
10
please.
seconds, CEO. It's very touching. Only 10 seconds. Your economy is useless if it does not impact the lives of the people. I repeat, your economic growth is useless if it does not impact the lives of the people. I respectfully submit.
Thank you very much, the Honorable former Deputy Minister Eugene Lamin Fagor. Let's bring in our sister, the Dr. Francine Chinua Richardson.
Once again, I want to start off by saying that many Liberians that are listening to us will hear people use this us versus them argument, okay? And that argument strategically want to keep you down, continue to keep you down, continue to say that a certain group of people won't give you better opportunities if they get elected, okay? We have passed that in our country and we'll continue to pass that. And the way we can do that is to be thinking inclusiveness, is to think about how we can bring our country together, is to think about creating opportunities for all Liberians as opposed to championing this argument. So when you come here to listen to us and you hear us, one particular person talking about us versus them all the time, just know that this is all about keeping Liberia backward and keeping certain group of Liberians in a place where they no longer want you to grow. You know, I agree with Kev, my fellow panelist here. Kev, yeah, let's discuss the issue. And let's encourage those that are in leadership to come on this show to discuss the issues as well. And the issues include things like infrastructure. I'm experienced in infrastructure in Liberia. The first thing, the gateway to our country. Think about that. $116 million was spent on the RIA highway. That's issue based right now. See how dangerous that highway is as compared to the time you were here driving on that highway. That should not be happening. Why should anyone in leadership look at a road and look at all of the the design of the road and not discuss implementation, how they're going to develop it step by step? Why should Liberians come to Liberia and have to stay overnight in a hotel, spend extra $200 or more because the road is so dangerous to drive on? That's leadership. That's issue-based. And let's talk about that. What happened? What failed? That's what we should be asking. How did our government fail us on our IA road? When you talk about, concession living, I'm glad Mr. Falcon spoke about that. You grew up in a concession area as well, Brother Kev, and I did too. We should no longer be dependent on these companies to build our country and to give us these little money. Why is it at this stage in our developmental stage in government that governments are not arguing for the rights of the people anymore, for development of our country anymore? Why should a German man or a Swedish man or whoever, an Indian man, come in and say, I'm going to give you X amount of dollars, and then our own people in this country, our own leaders in this country take the cut to benefit themselves, not the people? It should not happen anymore. I live in Beaumont, a concession area is well developed, but do I still want to go back to those kind of arrangements? I will tell you, I was engaged in a dialogue one time when China Union took over for the Beaumont Company, when I was advocating for bomb mines at the point when the Germans left. You know what the Chinese man told me? He said, it is your people that do this, your own leaders that do this. And I said, what do you mean? He said, we have a social responsibility budget, and we do live up to our obligation. And guess what? When we give your government the money from social responsibility, the government take that money and they use it. They put it in their own pocket. Just like what Mr. Fagon was saying. When we talk about good governance, we say, oh, we shouldn't talk about the president travel. That is good governance. When a president tells us that he's going to a Paris Peace Forum in letter form, because we saw the letter here, and he does not do that, that's very close to some kind of fraudulent activity. Why not tell the Liberian people the truth? Why not tell them the truth? And so that's why we talk about those things, because those consist of good governance. It falls in the line, it falls under the outline of good governance. You cannot leave your Liberian people suffering in the midst of race crisis, in the midst of great gas issue, in the midst of children not being in school. You cannot leave them suffering and go live large, live better in another country. And there's so many. I'm not even going to go into that. We're going to have enough time to talk about it as the year progresses. Healthcare center. Lastly, he spoke about. Oh yeah, congratulations for a newer building in Liberia. But is that it? Is that enough? You see, we want to throw chunks to our people. We want to give them these small little things, keep them down, shut them up. Okay. Oh, we build new building. We did this small little thing. We built this small little community road over here. That's not enough. Let's talk about sustainability. The budget just came out. If our government knew that they were building a hospital, did it include money for sustainability purposes in the new budget? Did they say that we're gonna? Is there a plan where they will say we're going to continue to train medical doctors? Is there a plan where they train nurses? Is there a plan where they're going to have a steady flow of medication in the hospitals? That's what, when we think about a better choice, that's what we're talking about. We're not talking about band-aid issue just to close our people's eyes and to shut them up. We are talking about sustainability, and that's what the opposition can do differently.
Thank you very much, Dr. Richardson. I see that our brother Fagon, but we'll be bringing in Kev. Again, before we do that, I'd like to encourage every one of us, Liberian, home and abroad, again, on behalf of Spoon Network, the management and staff, we want to wish you a happy new year. Whatever you may be, some of you guys have entered into the new year already, others just getting ready. But we want to say yes to you. We send this happy birthday, New Year greetings. Then we're bringing Kev Hassan to say, please, CEO, your regular follower, please extend a happy birthday greetings to my daughter, Hannah V. Asumana. From your daddy loves you. You're the best person. You're the best, he said. This is from your daddy, the chairman, Thomas Asumana. Again, to our daughter, Hannah, the daddy loves you the best. He wishing you a happy birthday. Today is your birthday, the 31st. I also like to wish a happy birthday to my niece. Today is her birthday. We wish her all the best. And we say, may God bless her. May God keep her. We say, again, if it is your birthday, let us know that we can send a shout out to you. Hannah, this is from your daddy, Thomas Asumana. He wishing you the best. Now, let's hear from Kev Hassan. Kefiko, man, Eugene Fagon hit you from the left. Dr. Richardson came from the right. Talk to us.
CEO, you build a great platform. We'll have intelligent panelists come here. I listened to my brother Fagon. Fagon, you say a lot. You said a lot. But some of the things that you're saying, unless you want to tell the Liberian people maybe you were under hostage or something, but you defended that. You spoke about that. You talk about, uh, because I know it's the harmonization you were talking about. You defended the harmonization to the bone, and the harmonization was to uh, uh, let me say this. When the government came to power, you know that they met people who had job based on affiliation. People were making more money than other person who don't have contact. With the wisdom of the president, said it was not right. It was not right. It was not right for people. I know some people who told me personally they left their job because they felt the money they were making, they're making it again, so they came to America. And through the wisdom of this president, said one Liberian will not be better than another Liberian. That because one person who feel that I get contact to that person, I should make more money. And the president say, equal job for equal pay for equal job. To lay out people that the government met there. The government otherwise that the president otherwise that I cannot lay off people. Let folks like the vice president, children that are working there. He cannot lay them off. No. So that's lay people off because you feel that okay that CDC coming to power, so Unity Party or ANC or all the people your goal. The president said no. So what we can do is to harmonize the salary. And Eugene Fagon made that case. The tips are there, the recording are there. He made that case across the board. And people say, I'm going to sacrifice for my brother so they can lay them off. So meaning that people who were making $5,000 for a job that's supposed to pay $1,000 because they have affiliation, the president says, no, it's not right. Let's put the salary across the board for everybody. So people got the salary. Or if the president say, oh, let's take out those Unity Party people, the ANC people, let's put sedition there, let's give them that same salary, you'll be talking the same. And the president said, no. So through the wisdom of this president, and through that, the government saved $30 million. Minister Fagon made that this identical case. The tips are there. Liberian people who been listening to the fact and fiction from that, they can go back to the tip. They will see Minister Fagon making that statement. But he's saying something different today. And one other thing I wanted to touch on, he talked about rice. And in Madam Ellen, government $13, rice now $28. And I'll challenge my brother Fagon. The rice that he paid for under Trump, if he still paying for the same rice under Biden, then I can put anything down. We all, everybody who living in America, the challenge to you, Dr. Peabody, Dr. Richardson, Stanton, anybody, the amount that we pay for rice under Trump if we are paying the same amount now. Prices went up in this country. The only person who deny that grocery in this country, the basic food in this country not skyrocketing, that only people who want to fool the Liberian people. I will throw this out to everybody. For Minister Fagan to say, oh, under my alley we're paying and rest good, because things are going up globally. He knows that. And it hurts some of us to send a wrong message to the Liberian people. How can you make that we know that? I can walk in the store right now, Dr. Peabody. You can go to the store right now. The amount that you paid for rice under Trump, it tripled the amount now in America. And I hope you will not deny that. I hope we'll not put spin on that. So to give those things and say, oh, you paying this way for Minister Fagan to say that, it's wrong. And thirdly, and Mr. Fagan, I'm not talking about the Liberian people. I'm talking about the opposition that said they want to come and do something better than this government. Let it tell us, what can they do better than this government? The idea of saying, oh, you got for change your hope, the people suffering, okay. Tell me, what can you do? I'll listen to you, Fagon. There's nothing coming out from you that you telling me opposition will do something better. I'll listen to Dr. Richardson. Nothing Dr. Richardson is saying. I want them to, my question, and nobody not answering this question from the opposition side. Tell me, what can you do better? So if Dr. Richardson talk about the bipolar hospital, let me tell you, that hospital was completed sometime. But you know why they're waiting for? Two things. You know, they do have homes they're building for nurses and doctors to live there, and they were training nurses there for the equipment. And let me tell you, Dr. Richardson, I want you to look at the picture. You see, every bed got monitor. That monitor there is for your heart, is for this, is for different things. Tell me, how can you do better than that? That is a standard world-class hospital. Let me tell you, I saw ultrasound machine. So when you look at a picture, take it close to somebody who have an idea in this field. Let it tell you some of those things. So you will know that. So you will not say, oh, this. I want you to tell me, what can you do better than the dialysis center at JFK? I want you to tell me, what can you do better than the oxygen factory? Let me say this. They're close to Chairman Bernhardt. He went through a terrible because there was no oxygen for his father. I hope he's not mad because I seen he said it on the show. Lives are being saved. What can you do better? One, the country have two, one in Bomi and one in Monrovia. I want you to tell me, what can you do better? And Dr. Richardson, I give you another offer again. I want you to go to the City of Hope. What can you do better than that that's being constructed right now? So what I'm saying this to you, what I'm saying this here is, don't tell me what the Liberian people going through. We know. That's why this president ran. That's why the president is in the race. We know the Liberian people going through issue. We know that. We're not there yet. a country who fought war. We know. But if you're saying the president not do anything, what can you do better? And when I read some of the comments, because of you guys, because you guys are well intelligent and trained and know that, because you guys are fooling them, the people thinking that what I'm asking for is dumb. So you guys should say in your quiet moment, no, that you're fooling somebody. That somebody you're fooling, some children somewhere, that we all know that if you want to unseat me, tell me what can you do better than what I'm doing. If somebody in the comments say, oh, what Kefasai is saying is dumb, it's up to y'all to create a nation that people who don't know what they want. Let's do, in nursing, we call it patient teaching. Let's do some teaching. Let the people know what they're voting for. So tell me, what can you do better than this government? Don't tell me 5 years ago the government came to power. They just stop that thing. What can you do better? The rest.
All right, so Kev, I want to say thank you very much, because it is important to know we all listen to you. Again, I'd like to send a very, 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 very happy birthday to Mr. Doe, your daughter Anna Doe. Again, another Anna saying on this day she wishing you a happy birthday from Liberia. If you get your birthday, you want to send a New Year, we will be done with this show in the next 15 minutes, my people. We'll open the full line.
See,
and we'll allow you guys. And we'll hold on.
4:44 to 4:55.
I understand you will have your time. You will have your time. That the Richardson will have a time.
Because the show in 15 minutes.
You will have your time. You will have your time. That the Richardson will have a time. I just want to say this: it's a New Year Eve. We will be going to church. We want to open the phone line early for people to greet their loved ones and say Happy New Year. We're not there yet. So again, let's go to Minister Fagon. Your response to Kev. The folks
actually, can I respond first? Because can I respond first?
I'll say something for 30 seconds, and then you can respond. I'll come in. CEO, Kev spoke from 4:44. Everybody remains silent to 4:55. That's 11 minutes. If you go on the thread of your show,
I was eating chicken. That's why.
No matter what you were eating, the people kept shouting, "Time out! Just go! Time out! Time out!" 11
but make
minutes.
your case.
What I want you to take note of: no one interrupted Kev.
Correct.
No one said a word.
Correct.
No one jumped out of their skin. I would like Dr. Francine go before I come in to respond to Kev.
Dr. Francine, please, you have your time.
Thank you. I also want to join you. I think Decanty J, who is an avid watcher, her father's birthday is today, and she asked us to give a shout out to him. So Decanty, happy birthday to your father. I just wanted to share that. And of course, Kev, we've been telling you, or at least I've been telling you what we can do better, but you don't want to hear us. I give you a typical example of the hospital that you built. What you are asking the Liberian people to focus on, beautiful hospital, beautiful hospital. That's all your media is focused on. When your president spoke, or when President George Weah spoke, did we speak about sustainability, the plan for this hospital? You come here, you are now dropping bits and pieces. Oh, we're gonna build hospital unit for nurses. We're gonna build unit for doctors. That's not it, Kev. That's not what runs a hospital. It's not just the building. It's not just having a good economy. Maybe they'll say my economy grew, 3% or 4% or 5% is what make an economy of a country. You know that. And this is what the Mr. Cummings government will do better. When he speaks about hospital, it's going to be in totality, in wholeness, holistically. You know this. You worked in a hospital before. You talk about patient teaching here. We're going to not just talk about a building, because what you do when you show buildings of things, you put a band-aid on top of it, and then you make the Liberian people feel like you're doing something. Underneath that something should be a system of how things going to work in concert. Medication, dialysis center working, got electricity for the dialysis center, because that's very crucial when you have a dialysis center. Okay, you know that. Train staff. You talk about just machine attached to a bed. Do you know there are people needed to read those machines? You're not talking about technicians. How many technicians did you guys train to read those machines, Kev? How many technicians did you guys train to fix those machines? So we're not going to, you see, on different governments, it's going to talk about things holistically. Mr. Cummings' government is going to talk about things that is holistic and wholesome, not just highlights for the Liberian people. So I wanted to tell you that we are telling you exactly what a different government should look like and what it will do. But you don't want to listen to that. You want our Liberian people to settle for chicken change, chums. That's what you want us to settle for. And we, as a new breed of Liberians, we don't want this anymore. We're tired. We're tired asking Emirates, the Emirates hospital. Why in the world you go build a hospital in Bobolo and you call it Emirates Hospital? What happened to our own traditional name in terms of empowering our own people that you speak about? Okay? So, you know, when you do these kind of things and then you talk about, we are Liberianizing, we're here to harmonize people's salary in the cost of the people, it's all fake news. You know, it's all alternative facts. Again, once again, to put Band-Aid on the needs of Liberian people so we can blindfold them and say we're doing well, but we know we're not doing well. You know you're not doing good for them. Yeah, what's the point of harmonizing somebody's pay when they don't get paid every month? When it takes months and then you come right before Christmas, we get you guys paid. So everybody be happy because it's a joyous feeling. When we know it right after Christmas, we're going to go back to a regular routine of not paying people. So again, when we speak about the facts, stick to those facts because I can give you ample examples here. Lots and lots of examples of how we need a government that will work in totality. Don't kind of give us, you know, kick and start kind of behavior where you do something here one day, like Grandpa should be happy, and then the next day things die. We got to force you. We got to keep talking over and over and over again for something to get done. We're not on the RIA highway. When is that going to get done? Ever since y'all started, y'all just took the highway and broke it up into pieces. It's really troubling to me because I'm experiencing that right now. I just experienced that yesterday. Do you know how traumatizing it was to just see that highway as it is? It was very dangerous and traumatizing. You talk about, I will close on this. You talk about hospitals, building new hospitals. We have one right here, Redemption Hospital, which everybody knows my story. You cannot have a hospital that don't have a blood bank. And then allowing somebody to go to the hospital, you gotta go find keke or drivers or motorbike driver on the street to get the blood that will match your patient in the hospital, simply because you don't have electricity in the hospital to maintain blood in your hospital. That's not holistic or totality when we talk about sustainability in healthcare. You know that, Kev. You work in the healthcare business. You know that things work in concept. A building is not healthcare. And I'll rest my case here.
All right, Dr. Peabody, I will keep you for last on this one. Let's give the Honorable Fagon his due season. Honorable Fagon.
The time is 5:03. I don't expect to have 11 minutes, CEO, but I will have my fair share. Kev,
make your case.
11 minutes.
Make your case.
Let me say this. Kev, if you ever heard that people said they should take Fagon under the sycamore tree and flog him, it was because it was nonsensical and stupid for the government to yield to the pressure of the IMF to effectuate an immediate change with respect to harmonization. And I stay in that position today. I call for incremental reduction in the salaries of people, rather than just a knee-jerk reaction by saying your money cut. Kev, I said the video is available. I said if a person is making $500, they have budgeted for the 500. I pay my daughter's school fee with 100. I pay my car note with 150. I pay my rent with 200. The other one, I use it for food. You wake up one morning and you decide that you're just going to cut the money, that's it. I said, no, it was wrong. Go back to the IMF and say these people are human beings. They're not animals. Even if they were, you can't treat them like that. It has to be over a period of time. I was sitting in a blue shirt, khaki trousers at the back porch of my residence in West Virginia. That video is available today. I talk about the 3-day free call, and I explained how I was in the meeting with Eugene Angbe and Alvin Brown at the time. I said we needed to give the Liberian people the ABCs before rolling out an abrupt cut. The government did not listen. They said they should carry me under the sycamore tree and flog me. My video is available today, Kev. And yes, it was my job to explain to the Liberian people the process of harmonization and whether it will help the Liberian people. Yes, we made too much money. Even the president who said he made too much money was the first to cut his money. But what sense it makes to cut your money by 50% and you own a foreign travel besides your per diem, your hotel, your feeding, and whatever, to collect $2,000 US for incidental. Tell me what incident happened with the president when he was abroad. What incident happened with the president that you know about for which we were paying $2,000 US a day? A total of $96,000 US. Something that if you gave to a county, a lot of development would take place. Now let me help you understand government. Because your visit to Liberia was only for 40 days. I was there for 3.5 years, almost 4. Before that, you left. In 1990, we were still around. And we still are today. Let me help you understand Liberia. My friend, nobody doubts that prices did not go up. I bought gasoline in Tennessee today for $2.99. Your country is still selling it for $5.20. Honor Ellen, the road fund was 30 cents. Honor George Weah, what is the road fund? 50 cents for government. Why you do that to your people? You want to talk about harmonization? It is not bad to cut people's pay if you think they make too much money. But after you cut your pay, their pay, Kev, look at me. Don't bend your head down. After you cut their pay, why raise their revenue and their taxes? Do you think it's fair? Do you think it's fair? If prices are going up on every commodity and you cut their pay by 50%, why are you raising taxes on them? The taxes alone, the insurance alone, what is left with them now? Tell me. Because they pay taxes, which is the earned income tax, and their insurance, which is the health insurance, is not the same as their property tax. My friend, you spoke lengthily, and you said I defended some things. I had a job to do, and I did my job perfectly. Had it not been for the job that I did, your government would have toppled in the first year. You know better than that. But I must remind you that you said the rice share tripled. Rice share was $18 even before the pandemic. Some places was 14 and 10. 25 kilograms of rice have not tripled here in America. The prices are right here visible. We're not running propaganda here, my friend. We're talking facts. And if gasoline in America, especially Tennessee, would be $2.99, if you oblige me, Nigeria, a member of the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, gave you the gasoline cheap, but because you have to tax the Liberian people 50 cents on a gallon, they are forced to pay $5.20 today. Why can't you give them a cut after cutting their pay? My friend, let me ask you this. Why are you taxing high on everything? But I have this to say to you in reference to the hospitals. What good is your hospital if a man who made $200 is now making $45? What will he eat? What will he send his child to school with? What will they pay the rent with before going to your Emirates Hospital and your Jackson F. Doe Hospital? You have to be cognizant of the suffering of the people. But the partisans you want to talk about today, you have no moral grounds, no religious ground to talk about them. I was one of those who brought them. You did not know them. You got to know them when Stanton brought you on this platform. And the promises we made to them have not been kept. They suffer for 12 years. Are you suggesting to me that they enjoyed for the last 6 years? They have now suffered for 18 years, 6 of which was under your government. Now you say, what will the opposition do differently? I should tell you, I am not an opposition. I've never been, so I cannot tell you. But what I can tell you that you can do differently is to change your attitude towards the Liberian people. Stop suffering them. Stop allowing them to die in cold blood. Stop raising the taxes on them and cutting their paycheck. Stop ignoring them when they talk to you. Stop. 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 Because at the end of the day, you cannot continue to hire criminals who will continue to rob them in broad daylight. And when you do, you expect them to love you. My friend, we brought this revolution. And we brought it in 2017. And we appreciate those who started it in 2005 and 2011. But all of us combined usher in a revolution for change. It's better to admit now that the change for hope became the change for hopelessness. Many Liberians are hopeless now. One person is rich. Finabono have built more houses and condominiums than the government on her own have built. Do you want to debate that? How many houses have the government built on their own? We don't need to argue that. When an individual builds more houses than the government, then it's an issue. Because the houses in Sasta, West Point, and other areas that President we have constructed, you and I know, we were told it was a signature project. Show me what your government built for the people. I respectfully submit.
The Honorable Eugene Lame Fagon. Let me bring in my own dear brother, Peabody. Can you please put
when I'm listening to
some peace in this place?
I'm listening and interesting conversation. On the other hand, you have a party, a diehard partisan. You have another partisan who work in the Gulf and know exactly what happened there, and bring up this issue, and But let me say this: the ball is in the Liberian people's hand. Liberian people can see clearly that you have a leader who left the country for 48 days. If I'm right, one of the tickets at the World Cup costs almost $10,000 or $15,000 for a ticket to watch game at the World Cup. There were others who went, and they were privileged to have that. That is in the Liberian people's hand. We look around, we see the people of Bunny being deprived today. That deal. Last night I was reading about it and looking at other stuff on that deal. And it's so disenchanting to the people of Bowman County. Very bad deal. 100 million, and if you give him $40 million as an endorsement fee, then the entire deal or whatever going there for the people is over. Nothing is left. We see what happened in the country. $11 million was given to rice importers. They didn't bring the rice, and there was a lot of stuff going on in the country. A lot. Yes, I commend the government for building a beautiful hospital. But look at JFK, where the majority of the population is. Don't even have a functioning washing machine. You say how I know? I went there. I donated over 15 barrels of sanitary pads and other things for pregnant women at JFK. Go to the cafeteria. The food are being cooked on the stove. They don't have a stove where people. The man was watching. I got photo to that effect. Were watching the patient close with his hand when I went there. And then you build another hospital. But what about the one that is heavily where almost everybody go? You leave that and say, oh, if this is that. $40 million at JFK will change the entire place. Not just fixing one unit after 3 years, you fix another unit after 3 years. It's a good thing. I applaud the hospital in Birmingham County. How many people live in Birmingham, in Bapolo? How many people live in Monrovia? How many people live in Yucatan? I applaud that hospital will serve the people in that region. But how can I leave where I eat every day and say I'm going somewhere else? Can't even feed my own home and say I'm going somewhere. Right in the heart of Monrovia, people are dying in the hospital. JFK should have been first and foremost. Look at corruption in Liberia today. Overnight wealth has increased among government officials because the Liberian people have the mentality: if you're a minister and you don't build yourself a big home, even then you're stupid. Look at overnight wealth today. How many people have increased? How many? But all of this is in the hand of the Liberian people for them to open their eyes and see what is going on. It's left for the Liberian people to see. You will make that decision next October. If you think you're all right, then don't do it. Don't vote. Don't go out there. Stay home. You're all right. I won't, but it's your choice. There are people who can lead us. There are people. There are 3 candidates in the race. Beautiful, great people. President We Are. Mr. Cummings, Vice President We Are. They are there. Look at Kinley. Take your time. Have people interpret some of these policies to you. If you are all right today, then stay where you're at. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say.
Wow. Listen, I like this song. I want to say very, very year-end closing program. Very, very good year-end closing program. But I like this. I think it was Johnny Nash. I said, I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. I can see all the obstacles in my way. And I want to say it. I want to say this because it is important to understand. The Liberian people will see all the obstacles. And my message today is not to be on either side, not to leapfrog. No. It's to just tell you, as God usher us into 2023, I hope you are seeing clearly. I hope you are understanding the message and you reading clearly the written on the wall, because that which is written on the wall, you should understand that it's for you to make a very sound decision. Kev has his story to tell. Fagon has his story to tell. Dr. Peabody have his. And also Dr. Richardson. But are you seeing clearly? Are you seeing all the obstacles? And I just want to remind you, my dear friend, This is me going into 2023. I will listen. I will be patient. I will learn, and I will help the Liberian people understand. So before we bring in Kefiko Hassan, we're going to do one round each. This time I'm going to monitor for 2 minutes because we got to go to the full line. We got to get out of here because we got to go to church. So for 2 minutes, just this one last round, and allow our people just to call the loved ones, to greet them. I will say to you, my fellow Liberians, I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. I can see all the obstacles in my way. So I will know how to navigate because I'm seeing the obstacles. Make your kids, Kev. Give it your best shot. You got 2 minutes.
2008, there's a guy called Barack Obama. He won the election. Change. The first 4 years, the opposition said, "You're in the country, you know." The opposition said, "Oh, the change is not coming."
Hold on, Kev. Dr. Richardson, we can see you. Your LEC gone. Get used to it. You're in Liberia. We can see you, Dr. Richardson. You okay? Kev, go ahead. Go ahead, Kefiko.
And the Liberian, the American people and voted Barack Obama in 2008 because the country was bleeding. The following 4 years after, the opposition in this country said it was he was running against Mitt Romney. They said the change is not coming fast enough. Matter of fact, they say it was the slowest recovery in the history of America. You remember that? You remember that? No, I want you to just say that. You remember that? It says it's the slowest in the history of America. People who there in the radio land, they heard that. You can go back. But guess what? The American people believe that he is the fixer. They smelled. They knew that 4 years were not enough. They knew 4 years were not enough. And guess what the American people said? You Republican that caused us to go into that recession, losing jobs. You're telling us you can fix it? They were rejected heavily. Heavily. I'm hearing my brothers here and sisters saying they should go back and give the government to those who caused JFK and Dr. Peabody been visiting since early times. They've been washing their clothes. They should take it again. Hey, man. You're making a case. The people should go back to people who put them in that situation. The American people told the Republican, we cannot put you back. We're going to give Barack another 4 years because 4 years is not enough. But listen, the Liberian people smart. The Liberian people were intelligent to go beyond that line and see that heard Mr. Fagon defending stuff and changing his tone today. The Liberian people smart enough to know that Mr. Fagon, you cannot say you was and then you against. You remember that thing? I was for against America. That's Mr. Fagon today. He was and now he against. You remember?
So you call me so if I go a flip flopper? I'm sorry, I gotta be in the middle.
Oh, seriously? Because
I only hope you know he started 521.
Seriously?
You know that.
How can you before?
Yeah, it's 525, and the poor
It's okay. You will have your time. I watching it.
How can you be for and you against today? That's why John Kerry did not win the election, because they call him flip-flopper. He was for before he against. How can you be for against today? The Liberian people will know, my brother Eugene. You will know. Matter of fact, on the show, when you guys were hitting me, my brother Eugene fucking will call me and say, hey, you have the evidence. Yeah, it's the evidence.
I don't know when the coming late, man. We can start the show over again. We enjoy ourselves. Tomorrow go back home.
He was for before he against. How can you be for against? Meet yourself, Tommy. So my thing is, I know my brother Eugene Fagon talking. The rice price the same. You don't know rice price now the same. He telling people that don't believe your eyes, you are go to the store. But you cannot be for and now you against.
Thank you, Kev.
That's not a good politics. So the Liberian people can see right through who.
But I should give this to you, okay? Because you raised a very, very critical sharp point, and I hope Fagon is coming with his best to defend his position. Because we're on the show. Fagon was bombastic. Fagon went against the code of conduct to defend this government.
Oh, yes.
And as we enter into the new year, this is the Fagon we are talking about today on Spoon Talk. And now he's against.
Now you're going to turn on CEO or you happy?
No. I'm preparing the stage for you. I'm preparing the stage for you. And now he's against. My fellow Liberian, as you sit comfortably in your home, I want you to understand, is Fagon a flip-flopper? The Honorable Eugene Fagon, make your case.
But why you ask that question? You tell us how you take his side. I mean,
no, I'm not. No, listen. No.
Independent.
No. Kev Hassan. No. Listen, guys. I'm moderating, right? No, hold on, Fagon. You coming on? Hold on. Fagon, hold on. I'm moderating, right? Kev Hassan asked a question, and I had to, bring the question up to light. So on that note, I will pause Fagon and introduce our sister Salimatu and St. Thomas and Josh. Thank you guys for joining us. We'll give you guys due time. Honorable Fagon, your time is given 3 minutes, sir.
No, it can't be.
Fagon, I'm the moderator. Fagon, I'm the moderator. 3 minutes, my man. You got a heavyweight. You got heavyweight. I can only give you 3 minutes. Give you more than 3 minutes.
I don't even need 3.
Make your case.
If I'm a flip-flopper, and I was for, and now I'm against. Let me say this to you. The Kev you standing with today was not introduced to CDC or brought to CDC by McGill, Tuer, or George Weah. Like the hundreds of thousands of people, Kev is one of my disciples. I brought him. I'll use 30 seconds to you to defend yourself and say it's a lie.
Thank you. That's why I believe in you. But see you not flipping.
Okay, your 30 seconds is over.
Yes.
Over 100,000.
See you not flipping.
Let me yield back his time, Kevin. Yield back the time. Let him speak.
I brought at least 300,000 people to the CDC. And when I'm leaving, I will take 500,000 people with me. Trust me. Make no mistake about it. You are one of my disciples. Like the other 499,000 people. Now, you asked, you were for, and now you are against. Let me tell you what I was for. I was for change. But change does not come when you take over the government. And that which we fought against, you maintain the Secretary General of the Unity Party, who broke away from the CDC and made him the Minister of Information. That's not change. That is continuation. You made him the same day you took over. You did not appoint seditions. You appointed Eugene Nangbe to continue. Point 1. The score is 1-0. You maintain.
You cannot be playing and be keeping the score. I'm keeping the score.
Mr. Moderator, may
yes,
I have
sir.
your protection?
You are protected.
Careful talking, you enjoy him. The score is 1-0. You maintain Vani Salif as Minister of Internal Affairs, knowing that he will control the interior and the local government structure. My friend, that's not change. That's continuation. You maintain Bezonga Finlay, Minister of Foreign Affairs. My friends, that's not change. That's continuation. You maintain the Chief of Staff and the Minister of Defense. The Minister of Defense, being the Chief of Staff at the time, you promoted him to the Defense Minister. My friend, that's not change. That's continuation. That's 4-0 right there. My friend, you want me to go to number 5? The entire government structure, which we refer to as the deep state, was maintained by George Mane Weah. Not only did he do that, the people on government payroll as civil servants, there's a difference between civil servants and those who are earning bonuses, were 45,000 Liberians. We could not fire them. They have the right to work. They are Liberians. But the other 25,000 brought in by Unity Party, earning bonuses, we added them to the 45,000 instead of giving seditions and that 25,000 the opportunity to reapply and get absorbed by the government. My friend, that's not change. That's continuation. My friend, I was for change. Now, examine your conscience and ask yourself, do we have change today? And if so, what have we changed for? The worse or the better? Have we changed for the better of the Liberian people? When Asila Mito stayed in the country for 15 years and did not own one commitment to build a toilet, outside toilet, our government came and gave them a continuation, so to speak, for another 25 years by even entertaining the debate. My friend, that's continuation. My friend, when Western Cluster came and was denied by Ellen, even though they ate 100 million for them, we only got 1.5 million and we gave them our mountain. My friend, that is not change. That's continuation. Should I tell you about the 3-day free calls? Should I tell you about the $500 that Mr. Y made? And today he's making $45? Is that change? That's not change. Liberians were paying 30 cents for the road on a gallon. Today, Liberians are paying 50 cents. My friend, that's not change. That's exploitation. My friend, when you take the people road fund money and you pay salaries with it and leave the road like that after you have exploited them, that's not change. That's evil. My friend, let me help you. When you cut somebody money for $100 to $50, you reduce prices and you reduce taxes. But if prices increase and taxes increase, my friend, that's not change. That's murder. Economic murder. My friend, that's not what I signed up for. We came to the government. Finabono had a Kobo shop. Today she has condominiums, estates, and what have you. That's not change. When the aide of the president will carry a gun on his side and be donating generators and thousands of dollars all around the place. My friend, that's not change. You know what that is? That's broad day robbery. And let me end by saying to you, when you say I was for the change. The change that was supposed to bring hope. But when you now look at me and say, Why are you against? I'm against the change that is initiating hopelessness. I am against the change that is making our people destitute, that is redundant, archaic, unpalatable, and unbearable. My friend, let us not go into 2023 like this. I will remain a sedition, but the battle will be fought in the barracks because the change will come by force or by fire, one of the two. I am not a flip-flopper. I am a real sedition. I am the man who brought you to CDC. We preach change. We did not preach continuation. Give us the change or we will change you. And there is no two-way street about my comments. I am clear, and I've been clear from day one. So say what you can. If saying the truth would make me a flip-flopper, I'm not only a flip-flopper, I'm flopping, and I'm flying. I'm gone. Thank you for the opportunity to respond to my disciple Kev and the 200, 300 disciples that await my arrivals when I come to Monrovia. I will come with fire in my belly because we will get change or we'll change the system. It's a clear-cut mandate.
The Honorable Eugene Lamin Fagon, former Deputy Minister, Minister of Information. We want to appreciate your thoughts and your response to your brother, or as you say, one of the 300,000 disciples.
He's one of them.
Good. It's good to always have you guys on. Let's hear from Salamatu, our sister. We'll end with St. Thomas and George. Dr. Richardson will take us home. We'll open the phone line. Sorry, it's enjoyable, folks, but we must go. You know, it's New Year Eve. Matu.
Okay. Yeah, hello and happy New Year, Dr. Richardson. It's nice to see you. I mean, you're sorry I came late, so I don't even know what the 2-minute argument.
Salamatu, I miss you. You can get off. I will tell you in the back.
So yeah, cool. Yeah, I even know what the two people are arguing about. I really thought well, but agree the president and the cabinet ministers
So it's next week.
It's next week. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I don't want to have my notes full, but okay. When we're talking about change and the CDC,
it's just a general Happy New Year thing we don't, you know. But let's move on. We can come back with that grading of the. You're right. Next week we'll start with the executive mansion. President George Monrovia will be graded. We will go to the Capitol building. The vice president will be graded. The pro tem, the speaker, and the deputy speaker will be graded them 5 next week. Brand new year, brand new things. Now we'll go back to Western Cluster. It is important. After the show yesterday, we received a lot of information. Apparently, folks, the money that's not talk about 5 million is even more.
Yes.
The money that's not talk about what I received, documented in my possession, is even more.
24 million the compromise.
And the government have not sent out or down to those counties. Okay. We'll be discussing it too. So we want to say thank you for joining us. Let's hear from St. Thomas and George. We got to give the people a chance to call in. Then we'll wrap this thing up. My brother Georgie.
Well, yes, it's good to be back as I was getting ready for church. On our way to, we already around the church era, in the spirit of the new year. We want to be praising God soon, you know, and giving God the glory for the great things He has done throughout this year. But with that being said, this coming year, 2023, will be a decisive year for Liberia and Liberians. The Liberian people will have a choice to either re-elect President Weah or elect a new president. And the case will be made to the Liberian people on the campaign trail. As I said, we await the tickets of the various candidates. Once they can announce their running mates, and the campaign team will start to make strong analysis about their chances of winning the presidency. But one thing I would say, though, I repeat, the legislature is our biggest threat to our democracy. They are the ones who got our country underdeveloped and going going like deeper into the drains. All of them who are up for re-election, 98% of them should not return. If the Liberian people sit there and re-elect these guys, they have themselves to blame. Because these guys go there, instead of holding the executive branch accountable, they go and do business with them, and they all enjoy the jolly. And that's what God has brought today where it is. Imagine the former administration, they passed 68 bogus concession agreements. And the CDC government followed the same thing again, continue with it. The Western Cluster Agreement is a joke. It's a bad deal. And after they left during Ebola, when they came back, they came to an understanding of giving the government I think $10 million. They get the first $5 million now. You can't find it. I heard Senator Snow saying yesterday that they will stop the budget. They will hold on to the budget until the money is given. That's a joke, man. I asked him, I said, when have you guys taken issue with the executive branch? Okay? The Bombing Legislative Caucus, they need to answer questions about that $5 million. Because we know there are some of them that are involved in business with the company, which is against the laws of Liberia, conflict of interest. Okay? The Liberian Harmonization law says that give Liberian citizens 25% of the contracts or so forth. But instead, our lawmakers are doing business with the company. And all the ministers that were involved in that signed that document, the ministers of finance, justice, lands and mines, and you name them, they should answer questions to the Liberian people. The people, those who run against the government, got to go explain to the people. Tell them about this deal. Tell them what got about that whole $5 million, where it is today. I hear Snow saying they'll give $1 billion to the bombing college. Well, guys, come on, let's stop it. You know, and I just hope and pray that those that are running should make their case, compelling and convincing case, why they want to be president and why they shouldn't give this government another 6 years. It's up to them. Like I said, I'm independent. I'm not for no one. I will make my case and give my analysis to the people. It's left for them. So as we end, I pray that this election that's coming should be credible and should be competitive. Because if you guys fail to make the right decision, I won't suffer it. I'm in the greatest country in the world. It's left for you guys. We're here to help you guys and guide the process. But it's again, make a decision at the ballot box and take Liberia from out of this situation right now. Thank you for now. Okay.
The Saint Tomale George, thank you. Dr. Richardson, I understand you got Christmas light, but take us home before going to the phone line, Dr. Richardson.
Yeah, and it is obvious as we are watching, you are seeing a clear demonstration of why we need a better government, why we need a better leadership in our country. Can you imagine using a dialysis machine with a patient whose life is at stake, and then we have electricity going on and off? Can you imagine being a needle care, as someone can come here and say, oh, we have brand new hospital, although that hospital has a solar system, but what about the rest of the other hospitals where the electricity that is crucial to healthcare cannot last long? People are complaining about fuel for the generator or even the electricity working. So these are the things that we talk about here when we say we need better leadership, a better government. And it's luckily I happen to be here on ground, and it's a great opportunity to reflect on this, our beautiful country. Liberians should be so proud of the nature of our landscape in this country that we can do so many things with. We should be so proud for the resources that we have in this country that actually can be used for all, not for a few. But you know what's happening? We bought a story where someone came to us, this leadership, our president came to us and said, I got the people at heart. I'm from a poor background. And so when I am uplifted, I will uplift my next mankind, my fellow man. Did that happen for Liberians? No. We can hear, I was in the government, Minister Fakan was in the government. He just told us that there are certain people that have been so corrupt in this government that they are utilizing the government for their own purposes, as opposed to this government being a government that is deserving and create opportunities for many Liberians. And this is what is so painful, because if I know, contrary to what Kev Hassan might think, I know I came from a humble background. I struggled like many other Liberians to earn and live any kind of way that I want to live at this point in my life. So when you know that, when you come from whence you come, you don't sit down and see your next fellow man suffering, and then you just grab all the money for yourself, you and your few people that you can create leadership for. You uplift, you create systems, and this is what a better government will do. And I keep on speaking about this. You create a sustainable system that will be merit-based, but it will also create opportunities for all. And that's not what we have in this country. We have a band-aid government. We'll just put a little band-aid to blindfold our people, as I said earlier. And then the bulk of the money go into the pockets of a few. We no longer want, and you ask Kev, what can we do differently? This is what a new government, Mr. Cummings' government, can do differently. Create sustainability. We want to create a government where the law applies to all. When somebody when somebody is told that you are guilty or you are corrupt, we follow through to find out where all the paper trail to go through the legal system. We don't just leave you there because you're my friend. We will not put you on the side because you're my friend. That means the law is not applying to all. Guess what? What John Brown is known to be corrupt, that John Brown will go through the system. But if I know you as my friend and you are known to be corrupt, you get extra treatment. That's what a communist government will do differently. Does the development that we see right now in the country, does that commensurate? And for those of you who may not know what that term is it equal to, does that measure to the money that has been stolen to make other people rich? And my answer to that is no. We can do so much better in our country. We have a lot of resources. When I hear these, 1950, 1960, I think, Bomani Company, where I grew up, got its establishment. That company was made because the German people created comfort for them in Bomani, in that small little place there. Why can't we do the same? Why do we expect the Americans to come and create Firestone for us, where my brother Tony George will live? Perfect community. For me, where you, Mr. Falcon, grew up, I believe it was either Swedish or American company in the mines area there, building the mines company. I in mines, they created a place for comfort for them. Why is it we Liberians cannot do the same thing for us? We gotta be relying on these foreign agencies to come here and take our resources and do whatever they want to do in our country. This is what a communist government will do differently, Kev. We'll read our contract line by line. You're right. We like reading business. So when you talk about that, we'll read it line by line. We'll argue with whoever in power to say, no, sir, we cannot give these people our resources, our mountain, our diamond here. There's more there. Like I heard yesterday, Salamatu talk about how millions of Chinese people in the middle of the forest there. We know all of that. Our eyes are open. Kev, we want a better government. We don't want no more divisiveness. We want to use our human resources to make everyone inclusive in this government. And so, with that, I said, Liberian people, have a happy new year. Let's take this time to reflect and want better for our country. And so I tell you again, happy new year.
Dr. Richardson, thank you. You were in Liberia. I think we're gonna end on this note. Just take a few
I say something.
Real quick, Salamatu, real quick, because
yeah, the Liberian people, when you're thinking about something, yesterday Timberland said something that really touched me, which was the 25% for Liberian business. You are supposed to, the private sector of Liberia, you represent more than 80% of the businesses in Liberia, but guess what? You are stuck in the category of micro and small businesses, and you do not grow. The larger companies that are in Liberia, they're the ones who are really benefiting from the resources of Liberia. During Ebola, most of these large companies left Liberia, and for their safety, which is fine. But you know who was stuck in Liberia? That was the micro and the small size company. When President Weah came in, one of the promises he made to the private sector, the Liberian private sector, was that you will not be spectators in your own country. You need to start thinking about the policies that have been set aside to protect you. They are not being enforced. You have businesses reserved just for Liberians. Nobody is monitoring it to make sure that Liberians are doing it and Liberians are actually growing and benefiting from those sectors. Instead, we have a lot of foreigners who have tapped into the businesses that were reserved for Liberians, and they are benefiting from it. This is what the Ministry of Commerce is supposed to be doing. They have a whole section they call the Small Business Administration. The 25% that government is supposed to be giving you, all the contracts that government have, they're supposed to be giving at least 25% of those contracts to Liberian-owned business. Have you seen any reports that show if they have given Liberians the contract? You have more than 80% Liberians are dependent on their small businesses to survive. Yet we have our government who are not looking in the interest for us. So as you're sitting there and trying to reflect on the last year, those are some of the things that Liberians need to be thinking about. When we talk about good governance, people don't want to listen to it. They want to be so consumed with personality. Nobody here hates President Weah. I grew up loving President Weah. He was somebody who was on display for Liberia. He was a great soccer player. So it's not personal. What we want to happen is for somebody to look at our policies and see how the policies can benefit the Liberian people. The only people that can build Liberia are Liberians. We have an emotional attachment to our country. So the foreigners
you're just waking up. Thank you. You're just waking up.
Yeah.
Thank you, Salamatu. Let me say this, folks. I think the best thing we can do is to ask for a new system, a better system. All right? The Liberian people will decide whether they need a new government or whether they will stick with the old government. But we are asking, from my end, for a better Liberia. I am asking for a better Liberia, for the system that will help and benefit all Liberians. Now, we're going to take a few calls, folks. But Dr. Richardson, I was coming to you on this one. How you just went off on us. Dr. Richardson, real quick, you were absent yesterday. Your best senator and your best representative. Can you please tell us? We were deadlocked when it comes to the senator. Your best senator and your best representative for the year 2022.
I'm going to choose to abstain from this. I heard this show yesterday when I arrived, so I'm going to abstain.
Oh, you cannot. We are doing this as a team. You have to.
What kind of democracy are you working as team?
You can't abstain, Dr. Richardson.
My business, Dr. Richardson, please. Your best senator. And
What kind
of man? That's not easy on our show, man. You're making me hungry.
Y'all let a woman vote.
Yeah,
you gotta vote. He said,
Dr. Richardson, Dr. Richardson, your best senator and your best representative.
I understand, and actually I heard Salimatu's speech about benchmarks, which I thought was very good in terms of, and I'm sorry, I hold our leadership at a higher standard, and I struggle with that.
There is if you abstain, that mean you put your dent in your party. You gotta be bold.
No, because but somebody this is not a party issue. This is more of a Liberia. And I heard that. I heard that this was for Benton and I to.
But that's what you're saying. We want to say. We want to say thanks for abstaining. It's okay. Dr. Richardson, she will answer us on Monday. She needs to think about it. Okay, but we'll give you the chance up to Monday. Let us take a few calls. Let's take a few calls, guys. Let's listen to our Liberian people. I like to listen to Liberian. Yeah, I know you in and out with your. Go ahead. Thank you. We talk to you on Monday. Thanks. Yeah. Here's the issue. I like the calls to come from Liberia because it is good, right? our brother and sister on the other side of the land. And, the first person that will call me will be Uncle Pete. And, but let's take the call from Liberia. If we have time, our personal will call Uncle Pete this time. Nelson, open the line, please. 10 calls. Let us celebrate New Year treat.
Okay, folks, you can call 077771075 or 05551101075 and you'll be live. Let's take this person. Hello, you're live. Hello?
Hello, this is QFS.
Yes, you're live on Spoon Network. Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to participate.
Yeah, go ahead. You're live.
Go ahead.
Oh.
Yeah, thank you. I'm happy to all of you in the studio there. See you, I can just tell you this family. We are in hell. Hell. And I ever know how to pray. I don't think how to stand this with you. I can tell you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Hello. Good evening. Good evening. Okay, go ahead. Oh, okay. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, hello. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm Ruben Miller calling from Johnsonville.
Okay, Ruben, let's hear you.
Yeah, I want to first of all thank God for this night, the last night in 2022, and we are going to 2023. But for all of what you guys were discussing is important. We got to shine our eyes and know what we want. But even in the opposition, I was thinking of what are they doing that we already see to know that it's going to be better? Nothing. So, and I think now we just go back to, I know, Ambassador, we are here continuing 6 years because we didn't see anything else to do.
Thank you.
They get in confusion and misbehaving all of the time.
Thank you very much. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead. You're live.
Yeah.
Go ahead, sir. You're live on the radio.
Yeah, I want to spoon.
Okay, let's see. Let's take this person. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead. You're live.
We got plenty things to talk. Yeah, we got plenty things to think and talk about before cast our vote. We got plenty things to think and talk about before cast our vote. We got plenty things to think and talk about before cast our vote. Yeah. So Mama Liberia, we rise again.
Oh, you finished? Okay. I think you left the line. Hello? Good evening?
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead. You're live.
Yeah. The truth will always stand tall alone. The truth will stand tall alone. Good evening.
Good evening. You're live.
Yeah. The truth will always stand tall alone. No matter what we do, no matter what we say, whatever we do, the truth will always stand tall alone. Let us be very careful. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, sir, for your contribution. Hello. Okay, we lost this person. We'll take this one. Hello. Good evening.
I got a caller.
Hello.
Okay, this person is already. Let's just conclude with this.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead
Hello?
quickly. Go ahead quickly. You live.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the time. Happy New Year to everyone. Yesterday, Spoon FM voted for best senators and best representatives. Two of the senators that were selected were people that are from Monrovia. JFK is in Monrovia. What are these senators doing about the people they represented? That JFK is right there, is not doing anything with blaming George Weah, and we're still voting for the people as best senator and best representatives.
Okay,
we should educate the people to do the right thing. Let the senators work for their people. The president will allocate those things.
Thank you.
They will select places where they will build them. Let the senator and representative maintain them.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, can I take a call? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead, caller.
Hello, thanks guys to the CEO, Thomas Judge, and all of the folks on the program. I must tell you folks, as we approach this new year, I wish all of you guys, happy New Year's and a really prosperous one for the work that you guys do. But just quickly to come to the point, I can see this, and I love the efforts that you guys make. I follow your program religiously as well, but I think maybe we should add a little twist to this. The Liberian people are the only ones that can really bring the change to that country. I think we should begin to enlighten them, educate them about what their rights are, because I really don't think we have that Jesus Christ that will come and change Liberia. The system we have is rotten. We really don't have any system, and the people can make that system work well for them. I listen to youth people, I listen to Eugene. In fact, this Western cluster thing, Eugene has been preaching this for months. He has been on top of it. So if we've had social development fund, the people should demand accountability because that money is for them. They must begin to learn that it's their money. But unfortunately, I don't think the people know that it is their money. I don't think the people have a stake in it. I grew up in Bong Mines, like Dr. Frank said. We were all there in the 80s. Same thing. But go to Bong Mines today. So I think maybe going to the new years, and I think something up like this, that his folks are going to go through the counties and do some awareness and education for people. Line for long, but I think if we continue with that and expand it and let our people know that they and only they can bring that change, we will have a problem. We keep recycling individuals. I'm not into this.
Thank you very much, my friend. We appreciate your time. Thanks.
And with that, I wish all of you guys again. I thank all of you folks. This is pro bono on behalf of the Liberian people. Please take grace. God will pay you. The people will always admonish your efforts. Thanks a lot, folks.
Happy New Year, sir. Happy New Year to you. Thank you. Nelson, thank you very much. We wrap up. It's 6 p.m. yet Eastern Time, America, and that will be 11 p.m. in Liberia. So, Nelson, you got to go get ready for the new year. I'm sorry, folks. We will leave you like that because we have to go get ready. Again, we want to say Happy New Year to all of our followers. A wonderful year. Thank God, wherever you are, what your situation what your situation is right now. Only God will leave you in the hands of God. As you get ready to be ushered into the new year, according to your time zone, we want to say to you, may the grace of God be with you, your family, and may the grace of God be with our country. We are all Liberians. Liberia is the only country that will never ever be deported from. Liberia is the only country that actually some of us we call home because our narrow string were buried. You may be from different political party, CDC, UP, ANC, opposition, in position, MDR, NPP, Liberty Party, whatever your political affiliation have you, we want to say to you, we are all Liberian. Liberia first. Above all the people. We can disagree. And we will disagree this 2023. But bear in mind, most Liberians deserve the best and wish the best for Liberia. My position may be different from yours. Yours may be different from mine. But we are trying. Let's make the case. Like our dear Dr. always said, the people will decide. We, the people, together, we have a strong union, a better Liberia. It is not all lost. Be not dismayed, it is not all lost. There's still hope for the hopeless. There will always be hope, even when men fail you. There will always be hope, even when your mother let you down, your father, your politician, because God still sits on the throne. It will never be easy. If any politician asks you and visit you and promise you, save and go and say it will be easy, no. It will never ever be easy because we are engaging. I want to encourage every Liberian tonight. Humble yourself. Be strong. Be determined. The good day is coming. A better day is coming. Some may ask for the new government. Some will ask for the new system. But all I want is a new Liberia. A better Liberia that will serve her people. A better Liberia that we all will be proud of. All I want is a better country. A peaceful nation. We are not perfect. Even those that are trying to take and replace lawmakers and president, they are not perfect. Trust me. The time will come, you will know them better. You have Joseph Yemabuaka, Alexander Cummings, Tewan Ganglo, Prince Johnson, Simon Freeman, Madera Cooper, Vanda Yuri, Senator Kanga Lawrence, political leaders. They are not perfect though. But as we all strive towards perfection, we should look up to the hill and come at our help. And only God can bless our nation. Wherever you may be tonight, trust the Lord. Pray for Liberia. Pray for a peaceful election. Pray for your family. Pray for your loved ones. So I take this time to wish my mother, Beatrice Witherspoon, a happy new year. And this new year, I pray that God can add strength into our health and into our life. I wish my sisters, my brothers, Jeremiah Witherspoon, my sister Justina Adjivon, Cecilia Witherspoon, Grace Witherspoon, Annie, Patricia, Junior Boy, all Marina Witherspoon, Francis Witherspoon, all of my siblings, I wish them a brand new happy new year. To all my nephew, nieces, Uncle Stanton, love you guys all. May the new year bring a new blessing in your lives. To my in-law, Mr. Moba, Kluba Moba, his wife, my sister-in-law, brother-in-law, I wish all of them a blessed new year. And I will take this time to wish my dear family, my wife, Lau Witherspoon, my daughter Aliyah, my daughter Dama, my daughter Alakamani, my son Samuel, my son Stanton, my entire family. I wish them a peaceful and prosperous happy new year. To all my friends on set, the old and the new, St. Thomas and George, Dr. Peabody, the Honorable Fagon Kef Hassan, Dr. Richardson, our sister Salimatu, even my brother Axel Doe, Minister Doe. I wish every one of you a beautiful, beautiful happy new year, including Benjamin Sanvi, the chairman himself, and his family. May God keep us. This is hard, but may God guide us through. May you be blessed. May your family be blessed. May this new year bring a new beginning and a new things in our life. Till we meet again, may God bless you. As I remember the manager for the Spoon Network, Ms. Titi Cannon, the business manager, Patricia Dapo, all the staff, Emmanuel, James Goodday, Nelson Colette, Rufus, those that were with us that left, I remember every one of you guys. May God shine his grace upon you all. My staff in Florida, my staff in Delaware, I wish every one of you the blessing of God. And this new year will bring more blessing. Let's also remember Pastor Raymond Carlson that always hold down God can bless everybody. Pastor Raymond, to you and your family, may God peace be sufficient. You guys have a wonderful new year from my end. And if we meet, as we get ready to meet next year, when we meet next year, May the joy overflow. I end on this note, and I hope you guys can give your New Year greetings as well. Let's start with our sister Sadamatu.
Oh, well, happy New Year to each and every one of you on the platform. And again, thank you for allowing me to have a voice on the largest platform. Want to say happy New Year's to all the viewers, the commenters on here. My family, it's been a rough couple of weeks for us. I lost my grandmother I'm a grandma baby. Um, and also, my aunties, my entire village, my cousins, to my babies, my daughters don't watch the show, but nevertheless, to my sister who is starting to watch the show now because she sends me comments. To my sister girlfriends, I have a village of women that have really put their arms around me. Want to say happy Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Kwanzaa, to Charlene, to Robina, to my cousin Tina, who is always watching. Want to say Happy New Year to all of my women entrepreneurs, especially the amazing 20 women who are part of the Academy of Women Entrepreneurs, which is under the U.S. State Department, that I'm the facilitators to. They're going through this program. They're resilient. I pray and I hope and I will keep fighting for them and all of the entrepreneurs in Liberia as much as I can, to make sure there are policies that will match their resiliency. So to all the businesses out there, I want to say keep trying. To all the people who have participated in the Made in Liberia fair, want to say keep trying. We will keep speaking on your behalf, because we want a better Liberia. That's what we want. We want a better Liberia that everybody will have the opportunity to thrive. I also, before I go, I want to say Happy New Year to Mrs. Yuri, May Yuri. I love you. To Adi Captain, my cousin Adi Captain, who again, these are women who always providing me advice. They are always in my corner when I'm doing good and when I'm kind of trying to get off the track. But again, Liberia belongs to all of us. Some of us who are there, some of us who are not there, some of us who are there and left. It belongs to all of us. Like Stanton said, this is the only country that we cannot get deported from. We all care about it. We may have different views, but on how to get it back on the right track so everybody can thrive. But we all love Liberia. We all want to be a part of the development process. So, let's keep having the dialogue. Let's keep coming up with ideas. I may disagree with you, but a lot of times in disagreement, you do learn something from how other people how other people think. So I look forward to next year. The election year for me is always exciting. I was there for the last 3 elections. It's always very exciting to me. Always been very involved. So, yes, we pray for peace. But it is very exciting to see Liberia, a country with such a young democracy, just excelling. We are doing good. The region recognizes it. The international community recognizes that. We have a lot of work to do, but the fact that we are able to have a peaceful election, the fact that we're able to have a dialogue, disagree, but at the end of the day, we embrace whoever the country vote for. It says a lot. So as we go into the new year, let's pray for each other. Let's pray for our country. But as we pray for our country, let's be honest about how we can move Liberia forward. Okay? So Happy New Year.
Thank you very much, Sadamatu. It's good to have you. Thanks a lot. Eugene, you want to go on, please?
Well, thank you, CEO. Let me say happy, prosperous New Year to the Liberian people. And Happy New Year to my friend, Tanya Fallow McGill, whose birthday will be tomorrow, as a matter of fact. I know he's going to have a great birthday. And I just sat on social media today, just skimming through CEO. And I thought to myself, I said, had Nathaniel McGill remained Minister of State, starting from yesterday, social media would have been flooded with all kinds of praises and stuff. That is what happens when you find yourself in an unfortunate situation. You get to know your friends. So I like to say happy prosperous New Year to my mother, my brothers, my sisters. My mother, Maima Viola Wright, my sister Yata Bernard, Henrietta Davis, Viola Goba, and Sarah Briswell. Oh,
sorry. I had to come to say Happy New Year to you guys. I was rushing. I'm so sorry. I love you guys. I just wanted to say I've been listening on the radio. I've been driving. I just had to. I mean, I literally was rushing. Claire told me say,
let Fagon finish, or else you'll continue.
Fagon say, so I just wanted to say that.
Yeah, but hang on now, because we're gonna get you. You have to say Happy New Year. Fagon, finish out.
So I like to say Happy New Year to all of my friends and families, Dorothy Komasa and Dada Smith. You know, when you have to say happy birthday by names, it's hard. But I can say, and a happy birthday, Happy New Year to everybody, especially my brother and friend, Joseph Morgan of the Alatua African Market. Very generous young man to the community.
Yes, start laughing.
Having said that, speak or forever hold your peace before your internet go off. Now, to the Liberian people, everyone will wish you Happy New Year. But I truly mean this from the bottom of my heart, that may this year be happy for you. That I'll pray that God will make this year a happy year for you. Though I'm confident that it's going to be difficult, I'm not promising that it's going to be smooth, but I am confident that this year will be happy for you, the Liberian people, because you deserve nothing but happiness. And God is going to make sure that this year be a happy one. As far as prosperity is concerned, I know for a fact it will be difficult. But if you're happy this year, you can rest assured you will prosper somehow. And I like to say to all of you distinguished gentlemen and the ladies, Dr. Francine and you, Salimatu, that it's been a pleasure working with you in 2022. I wish nothing but the best for you. To all of the political leaders, including President Weah, I say a Happy New Year to all of you. As far as prosperity is concerned, your prosperity means prosperity for the Liberian people. So may God guide all of you and bless you. And may God spare our lives throughout so that we get to see 2023 and get to the ballot boxes and leave from there happy people. Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much, the Honorable Eugene Fagon. We appreciate you on the show. You are of added strength, and we really appreciate you. Though Kev said you're trying to close us down, but now this is your home. I needed to add that to that. Kev.
I actually wanted to close you down.
But now this is your
home. The purpose for which I wanted to close you, you surpassed it.
Oh boy. Kev, you told me you told me
4 radio stations.
You told me to say that.
I wanted to reduce you.
That New Year will go in. Kev, please come on.
I will still do it 2023.
But I want to say happy New Year to everybody on this platform. We had ups and downs, firing here and there. But I rather be with you guys on the platform every day, than be somewhere else. So, Happy New Year, you guys, and your family, So I also want to say Happy New Year to the President, George Monrovia, and his family. I pray God continue to give him strength to continue to do the people job that he's doing right now. I know that 2023 will be a better year for Liberia. I want to say Happy New Year to Minister my dear, some noise.
What's that?
Noise at the back. I don't know
Let's just mute. Yeah, let's just mute ourselves. Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to say happy New Year to Mr. McGill and happy birthday to him. It's a special birthday to Minister McGill. Some of the things that I come here on this platform and push and sometimes I just after the show I just sit in my couch and look through the sky. Sometimes I will talk to you, CEO Ben, sometimes I keep saying to myself, we want to see the Liberia great, better. But it's also reflect to me the 80s, what happened under the summer Kayado. And sometimes I see the reincarnation of that same attitude. I see a good man, a man who saved lives. The video are there. The people still living. A man who saved lives. Sometimes when I talk to him behind the scenes, he said, we want to do more for our people. And I would say quietly to myself and say, people that talking about this man like they know things. A good man, a man who can do anything to help the people of Liberia. He made a statement. He said, okay, if you say I'm doing this, well, we're doing it for our people. They took that and ran with it. I'm saying and witnessing the reincarnation of the 80s, the way they lie. We saw what they did to Grady Allison. And what happened when the war came out? The same people that lie on him, the same people that murder him in jail in cold blood. I pray this new year that people will not do anything to this sweet Liberia just for power. They can lie on people just for power. I was looking at my phone the other day. I come up with the information from the African Bar Association. They're saying, even though the allegation on Serena Cephas is serious, but we cannot disbar him because we don't have the evidence. He's still a member of the African Bar Association and the European Bar Association because there's no evidence there. And the American people said it. The ambassador said, people are calling us. They said, people are calling us to put people on sanction. He said, Liberians Liberians. And I pray this new year that we will talk about the issue. We will focus on the issue. And let's change this country for the better. Not try to demonize or play games for the sake of power. Let's put Liberia first. Let's put our boys and girls, the streets where you go in Liberia, those boys, those people that call on Sunday for Sunday, God can bless anybody. Those people that call on Sunday, let's put them first. Not your interests, not your interests, but the interests of our people. I rest.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I appreciate you, Kev. Always. Chairman.
Guys, I just want to say Happy New Year. I couldn't miss. I was out with the family, with the girls, and I kept trying. It's been a little foggy here. We have a little situation here with the weather, and I was listening to the show in my ear on my way, and I said I had to try to come to say Happy New Year to you guys. It has been a very interesting and fascinating year. And I just wanted to say to you, Stanton, thank you for all that you do. You have a very unique way of doing things. You have created something that has sparked a nerve across our country, and your audacity and your boldness to in love of country. I can't forget that. I know you love Liberia. I know I talk to you. You have very interesting ways of showing your love sometimes. But I know the person that you are. I want to say thank you for all that you've done for our country, for this network, for giving us a voice. Look, people may take this for granted, but I don't. I know there was a period in time where I thought that I lost my voice, and me joining Spoon on this platform, I think I don't know, a lot of people remember it just happened with a conversation. You called me and we started talking. You said, but just come on, So I want to thank you. I want to personally thank you on behalf of my family and myself, to thank you for all that you do. For our country and for all of us. We're family. I send Happy New Year greetings to Lao, our sister, to your children, to everybody. I just want to say thank you, my brother, and continue. 2023 is going to be a very, very interesting year. So we're looking forward to it. I want to say Happy New Year to Kev, who many people don't know happens to be one of the closest person to me on this platform. Kev, it's been an interesting and a very funny ride. And I remember the days when we used to, first we couldn't even talk to each other, right? But we've gotten to learn to love each other. My wife loves you. I think you probably her favorite. Every time she hear you talking, she's like, "Yeah, you gotta stop harassing Kev." So I want to say happy New Year to you, also, and to your family, and to your kids, and to all of you guys. Tommy and George, Yawuro, we go way back. One of the first people who endorsed me for the Senate. And I remember he called me. I want to thank you, my brother, for your friendship. Thank you so much. And I feel your passion. I feel your love for Liberia. I want to say thank you. Thank you for all that you continue to do. And like you always say, you count down. At least Kev showed us where you got our countdown from. That from the National Elections Commission website. For a long time, I thought you were just very good with numbers and thinking about it. I used to wonder, I said, how the hell Tommy know the exact number of days going to election? But now Kev told us that you can go on the Election Commission website and spy the countdown. So we bust that secret up. But I just want to say, my brother, thank you for all that you do for Liberia. I feel your spirit, and I want to say my hats off to your beautiful girls, to your kids, to your family also. Happy New Year. Eugene Fagon, what an interesting ride it has been. The first man to turn my tables upside down on Spoon Talk. The first day he came on, I thought, I was like, I finally got him. I'm gonna go after him. and he turned the entire table around. I never forget. Folks were calling me and said, "Ben, you play too much for the man, and you fell right in the man trap." But Eugene, I know you love your country. I know that. I feel it from your passion. I know you love Liberia, and one of the things that I tell people all the time, when people disagree, it doesn't mean people hate you. I think the greatest love that can be shown is someone who is willing to look their friends in the faces and tell them what they think is wrong or what they think they should be doing right. I always say on this platform that my favorite quote is from Dr. Martin Luther King when he said, "In the end, we will not remember the voices of our enemies, but the silence of our friends." And every time I listen to you, I remember that quote. So I want to thank you for all that you do. I know 2023 is going to be very interesting. I want to thank you for bringing Kev along. I know like you said, he's one of the 300,000 disciples. But I just want to thank you, man. And to all of the Dr. Peabody, Dr. Richard St. Salomatu, who was on. I mean, everybody, Moriah, everybody who, Abdullah Ketamba, Isaac Doe, everybody who has been a part of this family one way or the other along the journey. I just wanted to say Happy New Year to everyone. Not forgetting our guys in Monrovia. They are the unsung heroes. They may not be the faces on the flyers, but they are the unsung heroes. And Stanton, thank you for all that you do for the guys in Monrovia. You've changed lives, you've uplifted people, and it's a testimony to the kind of man that you are and to the family man that you are. So I just want to say thank you, guys. I could not, and to our loyal fans out there, those who love to hate us, those who hate to love us, those who love us. I mean, every single day, Stanton, I know you experience it. Everybody on this platform experience it. You show up somewhere, people walk up to you and they say thank you for what you are doing. They may not be the ones who are every day commenting, but I say to you, we love you. We promise to be better. We're not perfect. We'll continue to get better. And it's going to be a very, very interesting year. I want to send a shout out to everybody in Liberia, to the Liberty Party, to the ANC, to the CDC, to every political party, the Unity Party folks, everybody, to President George Weah. Happy New Year. Vice President Taylor, everybody, I just want to say Happy New Year. Stanton, thank you for allowing me to come on towards the end and just to say Happy New Year.
We know you are we understand. You started on New Year Eve. You started.
No, I'm not studying. I was actually out with family. And I do have some good news. Did
you pass?
Almost there. That's different segments. Yeah. So I've gotten rid of the first one already. So God willing, we will be back in full swing, getting ready to.
But you have to be on next week because we'll be grading the.
Definitely, I will be here. Definitely, the vice president. I really want to grade. Trust me, because I know that the boy is setting for me.
I want to hear you grading the vice president for Nati Kofa.
I will grade it 200.
But Ben, what's your take? We have this poll: Senator of the Year and Representative of the Year. I think you followed the show yesterday.
Representative of the Year, definitely for Nati Kofa for me. I was
overwhelmingly for Nati Kofa.
Nati Kofa is my Representative of the Year. He is a great man. He's a great leader. He's somebody who loves his people, and I believe he is going to get reelected overwhelmingly. Senator of the Year, I would say is a tie for me. It's a tie for me between Senator Dillon, who I believe, with all of his imperfections, I have seen Senator Dillon grow. He's a partisan. He's someone who, we have a long history. We have our differences. I think everybody knows that. But I've seen him try to do his best. And I know working in an imperfect situation, there's a lot of things that you have to do. And so I will say Senator Dillon. The other person that I will believe will be my Senator of the Year, like him or hate him, is Edwin Snow. And let me say why I call Edwin.
But you got to take one, though.
I said
after you gave a reason, you would take only one.
No, I said it's a tie.
No, you have to take one. We take only one. We are not.
Yeah, be one. Let's take one, man.
Chairman, that's the rule of the game. That's the rule of the game. Chairman. No, when we agree to take one. You don't do this. We understand you guys in the corner of supporting CDC. That's fine. but you don't do this.
Who in the
You
corner
have
said
to.
release the
You have to take one. So
No, let's take that
take
time.
one.
Let's take that time.
So take one, Chairman Ben.
Stand up. I can't.
You have to take that person that have 50% plus one. You have to. We gotta give the person a fire on Monday.
Damn.
Well, Ben, come on, Ben.
But listen, I really feel, but then I will go with Dylan. I will go with. I think Dylan. I would say I would give Dylan a point edge, half of a point edge over. I will go with Dylan.
Thank you, Brian. So for the Spoon Talk, we gave you the result on Monday. They don't for now have 4 that Richardson will be coming on Monday. Sir Joseph comes second when you talk about the senator. He got 3, Eugene Fagon, Kev Hassan, and Peabody. For representative,
who did you pick, Senator?
For senator, I took DeLong.
Okay.
And for
but then it's going to be tied again.
For representative, I took Fonati Kofa for representative.
You took Fonati Kofa for representative?
Yes.
Wow.
I got my reason. No. Listen, I got my reason why I take Funati. I can beat on him. I can say what I want to say about.
Let me give
I know you were sent to money. Let me just make it clear. It's not because that I try my best to make these guys do the right thing. It means I hate them.
Yeah, no,
if they're performing well, I must say it. Yeah. And I think I respect Funati Kofa.
Yeah.
All right. It's not because of his team within his league.
Oh my man, lead that team.
Go ahead.
Lead that man.
No, I like Fonati. Man. Go ahead.
Next year by this time, Liberia will have a re-elected president or a new president. I repeat, next year by this time, whether we have a runoff, we have either a re-elected president or a new president. Liberians, listen carefully. Next year by this time, we either have a new elected president or a re-elected president. So, with that being said, I want to first of all pay tribute to all those who lost their lives during the course of this year. We all were touched. We lost relatives and loved ones during the course of this year. We pray that their soul will rest in peace and may light perpetual shine upon them. We want to also wish the president, the vice president, and members of the legislature, the cabinet, and all those in the government happy New Year. And we pray as they go through the next 9 months, they would put the Liberian people first and allow the Liberian people to enjoy the wealth of this nation. As we go to election, we pray for a credible election, transparent election, and that we have opportunity where those who will be defeated will be gracious in defeat, will concede, and will place that call to concede the election to whoever wins the election. We also pray that our people will exercise their franchise wisely, will vote their conscience, and give our country and its future what we deserve. I want to wish my mother in Kakata, Magibi County, Dorothy Ben Everett, all my siblings at home and abroad, Happy New Year. I want to wish my kids from Tomalina in Cyprus, Phyllis Patricia, Tavian, and Olivia in the USA, Happy New Year. And also my dog Rocky. That's my love. That's one of my pet Rocky. Happy New Year to all of them.
Also, that you got a dog and me baggy.
I want to say also, this year, Stanton, we did something this year. We all went to Liberia this year. It took us Liberia, the team on Liberia. We met each of the candidates that's vying for this election, for this presidency. We met the president. We met the vice president. We met the chief justice, former chief justice. We met also Councillor Gonglo. We met former vice president Boyka. We met Mr. Cummings, and we engaged them. And we asked questions we need to ask, and we look forward for the president to make sure that he interviewed us this year, because he promised us, and I will be on his back beginning next year until he can come on his platform and fulfill his promise he made to Spoon and Liberian people that will engage him. I will be on the president back. I mean, if he blocks me, no problem, but I'll be on his back. But I know he won't block me, so I'll be on his back and make sure that he come on this platform. But want to say, we pray for our country as going to elections. I will pray for a peaceful election and want the best for our country. Each of my colleagues on this platform, Stanton, you and your family, your wife, your mother, I know your family well. I wish all of them Happy New Year. Kev, want to wish you and your family Happy New Year. Your children and every one of those involved in your life, Happy New Year. Chairman Sanvi, want to wish you and your family Happy New Year. And may your dreams be accomplished and may all that you desire be manifested. Also, my brother Peabody, the body, know him out with me later on tonight. The first spoon I'll meet in the new year will be Peabody, so I know that. So I look forward to being the first guy I'll meet from Spoon Talk will be from Peabody will be soon. But yeah, family, Happy New Year. The richest in Liberia. Stay safe, stay well. And also, our friend and brother, the former deputy minister, the most vocal minister, one of the guys feed our CDC miss to allow him to leave them. Eugene Lamy Fagon. This guy, I kept this guy, but I know they will come to later on regret in the coming weeks and months. But he was vocal and he was a guy who did his thing for them. Fagon, thank you for your friendship and your love for your country. Also, our sister, Matu, she left, but best wishes to her and her family. Mariah, best wishes to you and your family too. Minister Isaac Joe, and so forth. I want to pray for the entire our platform. We have been the most attacked platform throughout the year, but it's all part of the game. We come with this territory. We will continue to do what we do best for our people. No matter what the people say, we'll continue to do our best, be objective, and be the voices of reasoning for our people and the moral conscience of our society. I want to say to our viewers, thank you guys for coming every day to listen to watch us. And sometimes we go to our lowest ebb, but you guys pick us up and we still continue the journey throughout the year. We want to bless you and your families and look forward to having a nice time with you guys next year. And just again, say Happy New Year to the entire people of Liberia and to our friends and family. God bless you and God keep you. In Jesus' name, amen.
From the Saint, we want to say thanks to all of our fans, those that for and those that against. We want to wish you well. We want to say God bless you, God keep you. May God shine his face upon you. I'll take this time to wish our dear former minister, the chief of staff to the president,
I forgot.
Minister Nathaniel McGill.
Happy birthday to Follow.
Happy birthday.
Porcupine.
He's a great man.
Good man.
Say what you want to say.
Yeah.
He is a great man.
Good man.
We wish him happy birthday. We wish him Godspeed. We pray for good health. We pray for good judgment. We pray for direction from the Lord to rest upon him.
That's it.
I know him.
Yeah.
I know his kind.
Tough people do.
I know his character. And I wish the Honorable Eugene Follow. Not Eugene. Sorry, Eugene. I wish his Honorable Nathaniel Follow McGill a happy birthday. I also want to include wishing a happy birthday to my dear friend. His daughter turned 18. Melvin Howard Datu. His daughter Tennessee.
Alvina.
They call it in Tennessee. Time can pass. Tennessee. Time can pass. So our brother Howard, Alvina Tennessee Howard, we want to say happy birthday. Enjoy your birthday. It was yesterday. Your daddy, Mr. Howard Datu, wish you all the best. Your mother, your brother, wishing you Godspeed. Enjoy your birthday. Folks, it was a good year, but every good thing must come to an end. The year 2022 has come to an end in the other part of the world. But here we are. So I want to say, Nelson, you're closing the chapter on Spoon this year. We want to wish you well. Where's Good Day? We want to bring in Good Day. the most talked about journalist or journalist in Liberia. Good and why you're in darkness. I want to say to you, I call you my little brother. I wish you all the best. You and Nelson. I wish you got Godspeed. More to come. Trust the Lord. This year will be the better year. Let me say
Happy
thank
New
you for
Year,
your service.
Manifado.
Happy New Year to all.
How do you see that?
Enjoy. Happy New Year when I die.
Sing the song, man.
But I ain't it for you. Happy New Year, man. But Happy New Year when I die.
Happy New Year, we not
And Tina,
die.
Tina Mane, wish happy New Year to your brother Tom and speedy recovery. I just want you to
Yes.
say for your brother, for your sister Tina, happy New Year and speedy
Today
recovery.
is Tamalami's birthday. Tamalami, we want to say happy birthday to you. Today is the birthday of one of my many, many nieces, Gloria McCarty. Oh, Gloria, happy birthday, and I hope you're having fun. The birthday came before the new year. Wow. We wish you well. Again, to Pastor Raymond, I hope you guys remember him, he and his family. Happy New Year to Pastor
Raymond Collins in my fire, some brother.
To my friend, and some of our friends, if you know they call the name, Kiddo Max.
Oh, yeah.
Kiddo Max, Mamadou Massacre.
Mamadou Massacre. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Emmanuel Porter. Happy New Year.
Yeah, Papa
Emmanuel Porter and his beautiful wife and family. Happy New Year. Let's just name them. Have I forgotten any? To my dear cousin, Fabrice Torber. Happy New Year. Sorry. I want to wish every one of you, to all the pastors that I know, the Reverend Charles Lever Martin and his family. You know, Reverend Martin is on his way to Liberia. You want me to announce it? But to Reverend Martin and his family, Happy New Year. We're wishing you guys all the best. To Pastor James and his family, his dear wife, Marcia, Happy New Year. We'll be seeing you guys shortly. To Pastor Charles Amachuku, Happy New Year. And to all the good people in Liberia, we wish you guys the best.
My Pastor Brisbane, Abraham Brisbane. I'll soon see you, Pastor. I'll soon be in the church. Don't worry, I'll be there to bring the new year.
Kev, you got any pastor to send? You got any pastor to send a Happy New Year treat to Kev?
Yeah, Happy New Year to all the pastors.
To all the pastors.
All the pastors. Yeah, everybody. Say all the pastors and all the imams, everybody. You know you all. Yeah, you know you all. So before
Tina, man, I play your message, so don't say I'm playing a message.
Happy New Year, Happy New Year.
Guys,
anybody that I forgot, Happy New Year to you guys.
Yeah, man. Anybody who you forgive us or too many.
Happy New Year to enter Richard Bayon Deeks.
Ambassador Adi Jones.
I gotta say this.
Uncle Herman Jones in New Jersey.
Happy New Year to Wade Power. Oh my God.
And
a
Happy New
special
Year
one to Wade.
Chairman Ability, Chairman Lutop Tape.
Yep.
Chairman Moba Molu. Chairman.
Oh, and my mom, yesterday my mom did something. She got some of her friends. She been behind me. I'm gonna tell you to talk about it. She said she was gonna send you a message.
Also, our friend Melissa. Melissa, Happy New Year.
Yes,
God bless you, Melissa.
Yes, that's what I wanted to say.
God bless you, Melissa. I pray for you. To the mayor of Pinsway, Mayor Penn, Dr. Taylor,
You know what? Somebody send a Happy New Year to the people that I get only cook for him.
My sister Ruthie D-Line, Macaranda.
Yeah, now you see the man calling the duo who can go. But I was saying, my mom and a few of her friends went to the prison and divided food. She said they have this organization, so shout out to my mom in Monrovia, who's doing a great job and trying to help any way she can. But yeah, Happy New Year to everyone.
My friend Toba Yenswa, Bayan Kesselly, all my guys, man.
I think your mom doing Chairman Ben, and I'm receiving a report from the prison. It's not looking good. But I was glad that the Liberian National Police Commissioner went there and during Christmas Day.
Gallo, Happy New Year.
And we just hope that the government can step on the prison situation. Man. But for this New Year, we wish we say thanks to your mother and the folks that's showing love. Yeah. Again, till we meet. May God bless you.
I'm going to church, man. Getting ready to go to
shine his face.
Let me do.
Hold on 1 minute. Let me do Pastor.
I say you stepped on.
Oh, I thought
he said you pardon people today.
Why people saying I haven't black
guys? Good day. Good day. Good day, I beg you.
Clemency.
Let's do this. Right,
It's
good
very
day.
good.
Please. I beg you, unblock everyone.
Thank you.
Hey,
Yes.
I'm saying
Thank
it
you.
openly now.
General Clemency.
Executive Clemency.
Good
Yes.
day. Good day. I beg.
Unblock.
Listen, guys, let me say something real quick. Kev Hassan, if any have offended you, forgive them. Chairman Ben, Sintuman and George, every one of us, if any have offended us, we forgive them.
Please.
If we have offended anyone, we ask them for the forgiveness. James,
But somebody
please.
type me and say, please unblock me, but you type me.
I am asking you, please, unblock everyone.
Thank
everyone.
you.
Executive Clemency. Today.
Okay.
What?
Let me give you 3 people that.
What who cost me a black guy? I want black girl.
Black them tonight.
That funny begin. I want black. That funny begin.
No,
Please,
my man.
Please,
blocking everybody. He's unblocking everybody.
Please, unblock Barbara Cooper.
Wow. Who black Barbara?
I heard it was you, man.
Yeah, I beg you.
Kev Black,
Black Agatha, Tiola Smith, Dawie.
But why, Kev, why you black Tiola? Tiola of all people?
Tiola Gibson? You're black Tiola?
Yeah, black her.
You're black Tiola and Barbara?
Tiola, listen, let me say this to you.
Yeah,
Tiola and Barbara, I just don't take them serious when they're commenting. Why will you black them?
Happy New Year, Nathan Akwe-Gon, the president of the Texas African Association.
A special, I would say this, a special happy New Year to listen, Tomale, please. A special happy New Year to Tiola.
Of course.
And Glendy.
Yeah. A special happy New Year to those folks. You cannot black them.
I raised my right hand up. I raised my right hand up. If for any reason you are not insulting anyone on set, you will not. Anybody black you, we will ask them to unblack.
Special shout out to Philip Passoir from the beginning.
Philip Passoir, you don't give me help. I stay.
Philip Passoir that we consider favorite people. Philip Passoir are spoon veterans.
Yeah.
So Ben, this is what I heard. I've been waiting for you to come and let me ask you. Right quick. Let me ask you
no question. Don't ask me no question.
Hold on, let me ask Ben something.
Don't ask me no question. If you want me to argue any other question, don't ask me no question.
I'm free. Listen, I beg you, Chairman.
Don't ask me no question.
You are free to ask
you questions.
Yeah, Chairman. But let me ask
somebody. Let them die. You love them. Put your hand together and praise the Lord. Why don't you hold somebody? Let them die. You love them. Hold your hand together and praise the Lord.
Y'all have a good night, man. They got scared. They ran away from the question.
So good that you're blacking there right now, right?
Jeans, that feeling. Happy New Year, brother.
Good that you're blacking there, please.
Nathan Akwe-Gon, Happy New Year, brother.
Good day. Why you saying like this? You're not doing that?
Gallo, Happy New Year. Bobby Peabody, Abu Kamara, Happy New Year.
James.
Vida Maria, right? Happy New Year. Tina Mana, Happy New Year. Run the DC, Happy New Year. Harry Costa, Happy New Year.
You're blacking.
I'm not hearing you, Kev.
Christian Louis, Happy New Year. Christian Loudon, Happy New Year.
You say I should unblock?
Happy New Year.
Everybody.
You're blacking them right now, right?
Unblock everybody, man.
I will do it tomorrow.
People, man.
Unblock it, man.
I want to my phone something. I'll block.
So you got a master list, eh? James, I would say you have more Peter.
Happy birthday, belated birthday.
Yeah, do that.
Oh, you want me to do it on the show?
No, you can do it when we finish, but do it.
So you see, I'm on blocking now.
Very good. How long that list?
You're black, Elena Flomo, please.
Yeah, hey, man.
Helena, I'm a friend.
So, but then
who your personal friends? Black on spoon.
No, and I'm
Mohammed V.F. Sharif, Happy New Year.
They put up plenty.
Charles and Henrietta Boyd, Happy New Year. Mohammed Eskan.
I think there should be another list. So,
but who got that list?
I don't know the CEO will check for
Mohammed Jallo, Happy New Year.
Yeah, man. Y'all
there? Helena on that list?
Skipper Romeo, Happy New Year.
You talking about Helena Flo?
Ghana Washington, Happy New Year.
And Jim, look for the person. No. The tall December repeaters. The tall.
Yeah, Helena now, Kev.
Check if the tall descending repeated.
Tiola and Barbara there.
I see Tiola, I see Barbara.
Yeah, but unblock the people.
And Smith, Smith Dawier, please. Smith Dawier, please unblock him.
Check for the tall.
I just unblocked Tiola and
Barbara.
And
Okay.
Barbara.
Check for the name, James. The tall THE.
Smith Dawier, please.
Peters. The tall December.
No, that person not here.
Well, I know.
Priska, I should unblock Priska Paul. Priska Pauling.
Yeah, unblock Priska Paul, please. I should that person constant though.
John Black, get General Clemency. But we saying that.
No, heading off from on yet, Kev. Let it list here. Heading off from on there. Heading off from on there.
Well, unblock everybody on that list, my man.
Yeah, James, just unblock everybody.
I will unblock all the opposition and leader seditions.
You're joking. Kev, that ain't good news though.
Yeah, so the CEO have to check from his end. Maybe he has some on the list.
All right, guys. See you.
All right.
You want to know what is happening Monrovia?
Well, folks, we want to say thanks a lot for
Politicians want to make their decision just
being with us, staying with us for another edition of the program Spoon Talk. Thanks to all of you who made your contributions in the comment section. Thanks to those of you listening to radio, watching on the various platforms. My name is Nelson Colette, and of course, along with James Gude Flomo, been coordinating things from the back to make sure that we bring you the program Spoon Talk. Another edition of the program comes up tomorrow. The invitation is yours to join us. Until that time, have for yourselves a good night and a happy new year to all.
yeah.